ready to go.
First thing you say on stream is I demand segregation.
You, sir, are taking that out of context.
It's fine.
This is uncomfortable.
Yep.
I'm waiting for Josh to make the mandatory, really embarrassing comments.
I already did.
By the way, just to let you know, nobody watches this. It's just recorded so that if people miss sessions,
Right.
they can like I have like 20 games on there that I've recorded, and it says 0 views on all of them. So it's just like, it's not like it's like all of a sudden it's like, yeah, it's all of a sudden like bing, like yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the only reason why I'm streaming today is because like there's a couple other. I learned how to play GURPS from a GM like 10 years ago, and now I play online with him like through Hangouts. And he's like, "Oh, I want to see your game tonight."
Lucas, stop it.
All right, so let's do an update from last session. We had some pretty epic
Since yeah,
stuff
things
happening.
happened.
Yeah.
There's a lot to go through. I'm trying to remember where last session began and
Okay. Well,
There's interesting
before we
story.
start, I think it's good to give Kristen a bit of a background as to the whole shabongle. So basically, the setting is sort of like steampunk meets Van Helsing in like the north of Russia. So yeah, so all of the characters are what are called Sabbatarians, which means they are born on a Saturday, and it's the sort of this old Polish, Middle Eastern, Eastern European, I guess, myth or mythology that sort of says anyone that's born on Saturday has the ability to sort of engage with supernatural in some way. So that, like, they say that all the people that are, all the people that are fortune tellers and gypsies and all these people, like, I see the spirits and I commune with the world, the dead world or whatever, they're all supposed to be born on Saturday. So it also makes you immune to makes Sabbatarians immune to some sort of things, gives them abilities to use magic and sort of some magic abilities or supernatural accessories and things like that. So at the beginning of the game, all of the characters that, if you need a pen, this too. At the beginning of the game, all of the characters or all the players they had heard of this caravan that was called the caravan of the Brotherhood of the Sabbatarians, or the Fraternitatus Sabbatarius, and so they all went and became recruits. So they went. There was like this caravan would come through the different cities in northern Russia, recruiting. Kind of like the French Foreign Legion, anyone could join, regardless of whether you were a thief or a royal. It didn't matter. Once you came here, you were stripped of all rank and you became the Sabbatarian. So they all met up in one of the cities and joined up, and they were put on a sort of a recruit mission, which was to sort of prove themselves. So they were joined by a couple of the NPC Sabbatarians that came alongside and sort of observed them in their progress, I guess. And so they ended up finding out that there was this town where a number of children were going missing, and they were really unsure as to what was going on. So they went in and they found out that there were there was this creature called a Dracnir, which was kind of like a Batman, not Batman, but a man bat would be better. Yeah, man bat.
Yeah.
And so they were trying to figure out how he was attached to the town somehow, and someone that they met in the town told them that someone else, I think one of the aristocrats or some of the people running the town, were sort of in cahoots with this Dracnir in some way. So anyway, long story short, they finally made their way down into an underground reservoir below the city, and when they tried to engage this Dracnir in combat, It turns out there was about 100 Drachnir in the cave.
There was a lot.
There was a lot of them, and then they also found this man who had tattoos on his arms and was he was a Kabbalist, and so he basically mind controlled one of the Kabbalists, or like sort of supernatural, evil necromancy / demon summoners. And again, they didn't know who these people were until afterwards when they went back to the caravan and did some more research. And they found out that this Kabbalist was controlling the Drachnir in some fashion. So they tried to fight him. They thought they killed him, but he does come back later.
And got killed again.
Yeah, he gets killed a second time. He does get killed, actually, for real. They hope, anyway. So
I punched him in the face until he died.
Well, that's what you think.
So one of the characters got mind controlled. They finally freed him. Another character almost did you die? No, you almost died, but then you didn't die.
There was a parade,
and one of our own party members
Yeah.
got shot in the arm.
So that was more or less a success. They left. They went back to the caravan.
Hall's
And-
brooding vessel is what it's called.
Yeah. Hall's brooding vessel. Yeah. That's right. So instead of Howl's moving castle. Anyway, it's a stupid joke. It doesn't sound that good anymore. It was really cool when I made it, and I was just like, what am I doing?
I didn't even catch that till you brought it up.
Really?
Just now.
Yeah. That was the whole stupid thing about it. Anyway, so the original plan of the game was to make it sort of like the Cthulhu game you guys played way back in the day, where you have like a central base, which is the caravan, and you go, after you finish each mission, you go back there, and then you get to choose between a number of different missions. One is easy, one is medium, one's hard, and then you go out and do that mission, and then when you come back, then you can spend the plot points that or the character points that you've gotten on whatever you want to, but you can't spend them until you get back. So these guys, they picked the medium mission for their second mission, which was to go to a place called Bridgetown, which was a bridge that's right on the north, on the edge of the frozen wastelands. There's a bridge that goes over a sort of like not a peninsula, but like a delta valley. But the delta valley is really tall. It's about 1,000 meters high. And then the bridge is over the top, and so this sort of harks back to when there were tons of ships in the world. They would come and they would go underneath the bridge, and then cranes would come out the bottom of this bridge, and there's 2 or 3 ports inside, like sort of built onto this ancient bridge. And so the reason why, so they heard that the Kabbalists might be sort of involved somehow in Bridgetown, so they went to investigate. When they got there, they learned that there was a gigantic ship called the World Cutter that was basically back in the day in the Golden Age. There were 12 of these ships, and they were like 4 times the size of Titanic. No one's seen one. None of you guys have seen one. The myths are that they're like 4 times as big as the Titanic, and they're like these gigantic cities on the ocean. And they would go to the edges of the unknown world, looking for treasures and looking for minerals and stuff like that. And then once every 5 years, they would come back to a port, and then they would unload all their crap, and then they would get a whole ton of supplies, and new people would get on board, and old people would leave, and then it would go back out again on the ocean. So no one's seen one of these, and they haven't checked in years and years. And so now I think it's been like 12 or 13 years since the last one's seen. And there's rumor, someone has said, I don't know how people know, but there's the rumor that says that a World Cutter is coming to Bridgetown. So normally the city that only holds maybe about 5,000 people has about 40,000 people in it right now. So it's incredibly overpopulated and overcrowded, and everything is there's a bunch of crazy stuff that's going on. And so everything is booked to the gills. And you guys, because you're Brotherhood members, you've sort of given marshalship, like not marshalship, but what's the word? Deputized, so that if anything, if there was any sort of dispute that happened, you guys were authorized to operate on behalf of the city to quash any problems, because the Brotherhood is sort of well known for being like supernatural cops in this sort of. They're always called upon. The supernatural evil only recently, over the last maybe 15 to 20 years, has sort of risen up out of. No one knows why it started, and so the Brotherhood is kind of the only ones that are authorized to operate against these people and are trained to deal with supernatural evil. So these guys found the Kabbalists. They also found that their mission was to their mission was to save the king's daughter who had been kidnapped by the Kabbalists. So they went in. They found they found her and they freed her. Sorry. They went in to find her, to free her, but they still haven't found her. But on their way in, they did find the Kabbalists, and someone who was one of their friends ended up being a Kabbalist as well.
Not friend.
Sorry,
he was my friend. Damn it!
Not my friend.
Anyway, so they fought the same Kabbalists that they fought in the underground reservoir, and he turned into a demon. Like a massive, like El Diablo, and and then they all had to use plot points to kill him because they were getting trashed. So they did kill him, but they all used a lot of plot points to do it. And then on their way back to talk to the king, they haven't got poisoned as well, didn't they?
Oh no, I got poisoned.
Yeah,
I got doused in flaming blood,
and I'm beautiful as ever.
That's right. And
got
so.
poisoned. 3 times?
3 times.
Yeah, I think so. He's the doctor.
Yeah,
right. Just to let you know.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Is it kind of like a hairstylist where your hair looks like crap, but everyone else's looks great?
Pretty much.
Okay.
So then they ended up going back to the king, finding out that the king's son is actually the one that's responsible in some way, but they're not really sure how yet. They went back down and found a secret passageway that led into what looks like to be some sort of a laboratory, and they found a number of what are they called, like infected animals that have seemed to have been augmented to be extra powerful and extra strong. They fought them. They were rescued by an NPC
who was a friend,
who very, very quickly died immediately after rescuing us.
Well, yeah, he did.
He was kind of bit in half.
Yeah, by a
through his
bear.
plate.
No,
Yeah.
by a
was it
weird.
A wolf with an armored wolf, like iron plates under his fur.
It was fun. It was good times.
Yeah.
So the way that the world has sort of been unfolding, most of the characters haven't really. They're only just learning now about sort of magic. It seems most magic is like parlor magic. Like they think someone's throwing a fireball, and then they go and look at them. They're basically using like flash paper and gasoline to sort of make it look like Greek fire, exactly. But then when they came up against the demon, they realized that there was actually some sort of magic in the world. There's also a little bit of cyberpunky, kind of like steampunky armor and stuff, but there hasn't been a lot of exposure to that yet. So yeah, that's more or less where we are. I think is they're downstairs in this pit.
Yeah, we were after we killed the wolf thing.
After you killed the wolf thing, and you were deciding what you were going to do next.
Yes.
I believe.
I think we kind of decided we were going to go to the passage back into the palace.
Yeah.
Right. Because there was this passageway here.
So we're here in this room.
Yeah.
Went through 2 of the doors.
Yeah.
That one and that one.
Let me put this one so that everyone can see it. We'll move the dice out of the way. Does everyone have dice? Yeah. Okay. So this is where you guys are now. There's the. Oh no, you're right.
So this is the lab.
Yeah. That's right.
King's dead, by the way. This is where the animals were.
Yeah. So they were just talking to the king, and then they found the king. So now they're thinking that the king's being replaced with some sort of
Like a popper or something.
like a poppet, like those little toys that you turn them inside out, and they're like a little doll in a pocket,
Exactly.
Polly Pocket.
Yeah.
Poppy Pocket. Polly. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're just going to let that.
Sure. Oh yeah. Oh I know. So anyway, so this is where you guys are now. You're in this. You're in this thing, and I will cycle you in as I can. I don't know how much you remember of GURPS, but basically on your sheet, when you're rolling skills, you're rolling underneath the number in order to succeed. Yeah, 3 dice, just like normal. You've got a little bit of equipment and a little bit of stuff on your other sheet. Yeah, I mean, it's not, and then every once in a while there's, you get some modifiers, like difficulty modifiers that, make it more difficult or bonuses to do it. Since you haven't played in a little while, I'll give you a couple of plot points. So you can use 1 plot point to turn a failure into success. You can use 2 plot points to turn a failure into a critical success. You can use 2, so basically, you can turn a critical failure into a regular failure. Just so that if you need those, you can use them. If you don't have to use them if you don't want, but at least that gives you a little bit of like a saving grace if you need it. These guys have finally used them all up. They're out of their plot points now, so death is now permanent again.
Death is back on the
I
menu,
used
boys.
2 of mine to save other people.
Right. Well, you just have to hope that they pay you back.
Such a good healer.
Yeah, exactly. So altruistic, really.
Right.
Except all your friends keep dying.
No,
I keep dying.
Oh.
Yeah, that's revenge.
Well, he got his penis cut off
Yeah.
and then
That's the
reattached
Well,
upside
that wasn't
down.
even my fault. That was just luck of the draw.
Oh, sure, luck of the draw. You maybe should have fought the character with your penis. Use your sword instead.
Very
I
specific.
was using my.
Yeah.
Wrong sword.
So, that's where you guys are now, and you decide what you're gonna do.
Well, Captain Rutgard said that Rutgard, Rutabaga, told us that we should check around the area of the door because there should be some kind of secret way of opening it.
Right.
So we don't have to raise more.
Right.
So we're going to go do that.
Okay.
So before I do that, I'm getting my bolas back off of the wolf's legs before I leave those
You're
there.
getting your bolus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
So I want those back.
Okay.
The first time he used them.
Yeah, exactly. And they were extremely helpful.
Are you gonna take like a sample of the wolf blood, or are you gonna cut any pieces off the wolf? What's your plan?
How long would it take for me to decapitate it?
Well, its head's like gigantic.
I know.
I
want it.
Well,
I'll drag it.
You could use like someone. You need a big sword.
So sorry. What is everyone's job?
Oh yeah,
What
that's
do you do?
perfect. Definitely a good idea.
What
I
kind
think
of
you
day
can go
job?
around and introduce your characters to Kristen, so at least she knows who you are. Go ahead, Josh.
I'm not
Start
going to
us
do the
off.
accent this time because I have a sore throat. And
Sure, it's not because we're streaming.
yeah, no.
Right, and also because you're horrible at the accent.
Oh, I'm horrible at the accent.
Yeah.
I have to
It
be
always goes
horrible
from
at the
German
accent.
to I always see
Because you do Russian accents, and then I like just peter into it because of it. Yes, he's the hair doctor, Falk Siegfried. I can't say the name of the accent now. Falk Siegfried von Hemmelstromer IV. He is, he's an extremely foppish German doctor
Ooh.
with a mild sadism streak.
So
we all?
basically, Josh
Yeah.
really
But
pretending to be German.
No,
Yeah.
he's far more charismatic
A little
Okay.
more.
and just like way better looking.
A little better shoes.
Go ahead.
My character is Erzabet Messerosh. She's a big, burly, sort of monster hunter woman. Sort of the heir of this clan of monster hunters. Very creepy, weird, inbred people from Hungary.
Yeah, she's kind of ugly right now because she had all of her.
Oh, yeah,
hair
she's
and
horrible.
She was
Horribly
attractive,
burned.
Yeah.
but now she got burned by demon blood.
She was attractive for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, basically.
Well,
And then-
she was attractive for about 30 years, to be honest, and we only started playing her for 5 minutes. And the last 5 minutes were like, yeah.
Does your people have a certain look? Does your people have a certain look that they all share? Since you're all, you love each other so much.
Black hair, blue eyes.
Nothing distinguishable. Be like, oh, I know who you guys are.
Oh, us as like the Brotherhood?
No, like
Or
you
no,
just said
my
that's your,
clan
yeah, your
specifically.
clan.
They're big.
We usually like carry around like some sort of like cloak with the coat of arms on it, and
And the coat of arms has like 2 brothers having sex with each other.
yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Dear God. It's so
You
touching.
can't get any more manly.
And like my character
I
specifically
don't know,
used
man.
to
Look at the
have
rose.
like white streaks in her hair.
Now
When
there's
she
no
had
hair.
them.
Yeah, no.
Damn.
yeah.
It's like Liam Neeson from Darkman.
Is my hair gonna grow back? Probably not.
I don't know yet.
It may.
It's very new. It's very new. I mean, during the game, during the campaign, hopefully, but I don't know how long you play for. So, or if you die, then it will grow back when you're dead. So,
Write that down.
My character name is Eduardo Suarez. He is an Order of the Knights of the Rose. He's a boxer who looks like a young Mandy Patinkin, and his clothes are always in perfect condition, no matter the
How
scenario.
young? What movie? What TV show?
Mandy Patinkin, we're talking like shortly after Princess Bride.
Still spelled, and not totally into musicals.
Exactly. He is his sexual nature is
I know this one.
ambiguous.
At this point.
Is this something
yeah, no,
that I
sure.
know I can see?
You can, if you looked at him, you'd be like, yeah, I think
Right.
he's probably a bit gay.
Oh.
Or a little gay. I mean,
Yeah, or a lot gay. I
I
mean,
mean, we don't really know,
Yeah.
but he
It's a
does.
spectrum.
He's very yeah, and because he's now a Knight of the Order of the Rose as
Yeah.
well.
I wear a lot of pink and purple.
Do you have
So-
a rose clutch between your teeth?
Yeah, like
only
fighting
when I-
people by moonlight. Yeah. Well, he saved. What happened was he saved the king's.
Nephew.
He saved the king's nephew
From these two.
from these guys. There was a big massacre that happened.
I didn't know that that's where it was going. I just
Basically,
wanted the cool sword.
these guys turned on the crowd with a huge Gatling gun and killed a bunch
No,
of
the guy that was
That's
with us
accurate.
turned on the
That's
crowd.
accurate.
We didn't do
Yeah,
that.
but you were attached to him by proxy. So
I've been murdered. It's fine.
I was already knocked out at that point. So.
anyway, so these guys basically he became like sort of sworn in as a Knight of the Rose, which is kind of like it's a little bit like
Bros protect bros.
it's very much like a
Ceremony.
lip service order. It's not literally lip service. Yeah, it's kind of like a lip service in that they're not really combat-y. That most of the people that are in the Order of the Rose are aristocrats that have done some. It's like getting a cross of bravery from the king, and they give you this fancy bejeweled rapier and a fancy pink,
Land on.
dusty pink silk robe, and he was sworn in by a gentleman who was very interested.
That was
So in.
Francis de Lillian,
Yeah, that's right.
who definitely wants to bang. We'll see
Yeah.
where that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it gets him in a lot of places. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Gets him well in.
Yes.
So those are our characters. I don't think there's anyone else. My NPC is a guy named Montgomery Ward who
Joe's
fights
characters or is the better?
fights with dual rapiers. Well, I also made yours, so you should have no problems with him as well. Okay. So you guys were trying to figure out how to get through the.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You saw that. Didn't you see the guy was on the other side, like, and then like ran off? Yeah, right. Okay.
No, that was in the.
That was on the
operating
outside
theater.
of the. Yeah, he was in the.
He was in the thing, and then the lights went out,
Yeah.
and then all the cages opened.
Yeah.
We got out of that somehow.
Oh,
Ruckar killed a bear.
He did. Single-handedly.
He should probably lay low for a while.
But tried it. Okay. Okay. So go ahead, guys. Whatever you want to do.
My pen back.
Continue drawing maps.
all right. So we go to the open door and look around for some kind of secret.
Well, they're looking for that. I'm gonna start skinning the wolf. Because I want to see what you're from that.
Yeah, tracking, skinning, survival.
See if I can bullshit on it.
So you have skinning and survival, that, Minush. Just go up on it,
Take a picture.
Yeah, because I actually do want to bring something back as proof that this thing was down there.
Sure. Why don't you just take a photo with your phone, like a selfie of you?
Oh, I didn't take drawing of this guy. Oh, yes, I did. I could draw you guys together.
Oh no, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut his tail off.
You can do that. Yeah. Okay. So what are you using to cut his tail off?
My
Okay. Roll on knife skill.
okay.
You actually have to roll because it's quite difficult, and its skin is very, very rugged and robust, and it is possible that you'll slip and cut your thumb off.
Out of there.
Did you get your thumb off?
That's pretty good.
13 on 13. Breathe, my tasty friend. Okay, so you cut off its tail.
Hmm.
The tail is about this long, a little over your long. Yeah, it's very bushy and wiry. You could sort of use it to wash a lot of plates,
Just gonna throw it over my shoulder.
like a continental boulder.
Yep.
Okay. So you've now got this table. You're gonna add it to your character sheet there, buddy, so you don't forget. So you're fiddling with this gate in some way.
Yeah.
Okay. It seems that there's a fingerprint scanner. Okay. It seems like there's
John, your game's not wouldn't even question it. All right, you know what? This is where it's going.
Yeah. So you can't roll on perception, or do you have stress traps?
Perception.
Yeah, okay, we'll roll on perception, and you'll give you +1 to traps. Okay, 5 on 12. Okay, within about 30 seconds, you manage to locate a sort of a hidden yeah, iris that, it's sort of like a little door springs open, and you can see that inside is there. Don't put it past me. You open this little thing, and it seems like there's a vial, like a glass vial that's filled with mercury, and it's on some sort of a little spinning, moving thing.
Do you guys think I should tilt it to the other end?
No.
On the other end, it looks like there's wires attached to both ends.
Oh God. Do I know anything about this kind of?
It's definitely something that you've heard of, but in terms of this is very rudimentary, like electrical and some sort of rudimentary electrical circuit that uses mercury to activate something. It's usually very rarely used because it requires a massive amount of energy, and no one really stores. The battery technology is really poor right now, so you don't really know how mercury would be, working.
So is mercury like pulled up in one end?
Yeah, mercury is like one of the ends is pulled up, and then when you move it, there's a contact on the other end that is not lit up.
I'm gonna even it out. Try to mercury in the middle. So
Okay. Okay. As you start to move the vial, you start to hear rushing water coming from the passageway back from whence you came. Remember, you guys went in from that pit with that. Yeah. So you start to rushing water somewhere, and as you continue to move it, you can hear water rushing underneath, like coming closer towards you this direction.
Oh goodness.
You can't see any water, but you can. It's difficult. It wouldn't be difficult to see. So you're not from here, from like here. So this is where you guys are, right? So from behind you.
Okay. What happens when I put it back
The rushing back which way?
to where it had originated?
The rushing water subsides. The noise of the rushing water subsides.
I just do it.
Try the other way.
The
Tilt it the opposite direction.
opposite direction.
That's what's happening. Yeah, it basically looks like it's like a vial like this, and there's wires at either end, and then there's mercury pooled right here.
All right, guys,
So there's like a
hold on to the gate because I'm going all in on this.
balls deep.
I'm going balls deep. I'm gonna keep it out.
Okay. All right, so you push it the other way. All of a sudden, like the sound of the rushing water as you flip it the other way just roars in your ears. You don't see anything. You don't see any water, but underneath the lava that's around the pier, you see steam rising up through rising up through the lava, and the lava starts to darken.
Can't tell if this is a good thing or not.
The lava starts to darken, and slowly it starts darkening on this side, and then as the noise continues to increase underneath you, there's like a sort of a rumbling sound, and like everything starts trembling, and like rocks start falling out of various places, and then as it gets closer and closer and closer to you, all of a sudden it just stops, and then you can sort of hear like the sound of something like pressure building. Like this, and then all of a sudden it just stops. The sound stops, and then the gate just goes.
So it's steam powered. Neat. Okay, let's move quickly away from this device.
Let's not.
Okay.
What's our walking order?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm the GM.
Talking to him.
Oh, shit. You should put right card in front.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's find the wheelbarrow. And a long black car. Did no one search for a car, right? No one like.
No.
Okay.
I was going to in the session.
You can do it now. Okay.
That's fine.
I'll take 20.
I'll bring up the rear because I'm dragging the giant wolf tail still. And I don't think we're going to get caught from behind. Yeah, exactly.
You sure? Okay. Midline. In between these two guys? Okay. Which way are you facing? Are you facing facing here, like backwards? Are you walking backwards? You're walking forwards? You're walking like sideways? I need to know this is important.
No, like I'm facing the same way that.
So you're,
facing forward.
so you've got your back to him.
Yeah, he's bringing up the reasons.
All right. So as you start heading into this hallway, immediately this hallway is ripe with there's a red carpet, plush carpet on the ground. There are suits of armor holding ancient weapons in their hands. There's maps on the wall that have been, part of them have been torn away. You're not sure whether or not they were put up in pieces or they've only got, they've been torn while they were up. And there is a smell of sort of seawater, and you realize that the carpet that's underneath you is completely sodden with seawater. And as you're walking as well, there's the crunching sound of barnacles and shells that are either underneath maybe underneath the carpet to some degree. You're not really sure why there's the shells underneath the carpet, but anyway.
All right.
Okay.
And where do we go?
Okay. As you start, as you get to the end of this passageway here, there is a small rickety wooden gondola, and inside it is a switch, like one of those, those old-fashioned, like, Dr. Von.
Yeah, what was the name of that? Frankenstein scientist?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. It's one of those like big, like pull down and something happens, and there's again electrical things here, and attached to this switch are two mercury contacts, similar as before, except instead of the wires being up here, the wires are down below, and there's wires with sort of contacts at the bottom of the glass glass.
I'm gonna test my weight in it.
You're gonna like jump up and down in it, or just like walk in it?
I'm going to start by putting 1 foot on it while leaving the rest of my weight on.
Okay, if you put 1 foot in, it sort of like slowly creeps down a little bit, but it seems to hold your weight. It kind of comes back out again.
Okay, I get in.
Okay.
Should we do this one at a time, or?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go first.
Okay, you pull the thing, and as you start pulling it down, there's like noise that happens, and water starts like pouring down this corridor here towards you. You guys are standing in, you guys are like standing in water, and the water slowly starts like coming up your calves a little bit and rushing past you.
I'm gonna move to get into the gondola
Same here.
Okay, you guys are all getting in the gondola.
then.
Okay, so you get in first.
I was in first.
And then you got in.
Yes.
As you start to step into the gondola, it starts to it really starts to be kind of going, and you can hear the rope like going ding ding ding.
Take one for the team then.
No, I'm not. Just stick it in. It's all just get in, man. It's all good. All right, so you pull, and then the water starts like flowing into the gondola now, and it's like, even though the water is getting stronger and stronger and pouring down the passageway, the gondola is still slowly sinking down, and then it comes up to like your chests, and then you're like, the edge of the passageway is here, and the gondola is still kind of sinking, and then slowly it stops, and then it slowly starts to rise.
Water.
Where? How? It's like open at the front.
It's open.
Yeah, it's
just behind it.
No, it's just I mean, it's the water just
there.
okay. You can't really put it anywhere. Right? It's not like think of it as like a cup. It's like this.
Let's see water was great for the fact that
This is completely open, right? So you guys are standing here in this, and you're not. Right, so it's just Yeah, anyway, it slows down and then it slowly starts going up.
I'll start praying.
Yeah.
Our Father.
Who art in heaven.
Hallowed be his name.
Hallowed be his name. So as you so slowly start ascending up the tube, so to speak. Every once in a while, as it's going up, all of a sudden you hear like a snap noise, and you look up and you see one of the ropes has come off out of the group of ropes, and it kind of like bangs every once in a while against the sides and stops. And then the water, you can feel the water come up around your feet again, and then it slowly starts pushing you up again. And you're not sure whether or not the mechanism is lifting you or if the water is pushing you up right now. At this point, you're not really all that worried about which one it is. Yeah, whatever floats your boat. There are some goats actually. Anyway, so as it's pushing you up, you can sort of like peek out the edge, and you can look way up, and you can see that it's got a long ways to go, and it seems like the gondola is slowing down.
Is this going like straight vertically or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, so the water is now rising up like to your waists, and it's cold seawater. It's pretty chilly. Continues to rise up to your chest now.
I didn't take climbing, did I? No, I didn't.
climb that.
I'm the only person who has climbing.
Start climbing the rope.
Alright, let's start. I'll attempt to climb the rope.
So to climb the rope, you're going to have to like sort of try to squeak around the top. So yeah, roll a climbing skill minus. Do you have gloves?
Yes.
Okay, so climbing -1 instead of -2.
Okay.
You have
I'll
like
give him a boost to help get out.
okay, so just climbing straight up. Okay, no minuses.
So it's. Fucking goddamn it!
Welcome to GURPS. Nothing has changed. So Ruben, you're having difficulty on the slippery wood.
Yeah,
You're kind of like slipping a little bit on the slippery wood. Do you have any like climbing gear or some other kind of like accessories you guys wear? Okay, try again.
I bet I both tell us all.
Yeah. Okay.
Josh has rope, I think.
Yes, I do, but I don't know how much that will. Well, I guess you could brace and then try and climb up the shaft. I mean, well, how much clearance is there in the shaft between like the rope and the shaft?
Well, he's kind of like trying to climb. So the top of the elevator looks like, so if here's the shaft, this is what the elevator looks like. And it's kind of got there's like a piece of wood here, and then there's trusses like this is the top down, right? This is the rope coming up like this. And so Ruben is trying to climb on these trusses to kind of get on top of the elevator so that he can get onto the rope.
Okay.
You want to roll again? Roll your climbing again.
What if I also help with boosting?
You can give him +1 to his climb.
Okay.
So climbing +1 now.
Okay.
So if your climbing is 10, then you're rolling under an 11. Okay, you're still having difficulty getting up onto the rope now. Another rope snaps.
Yeah, of course.
There's now so there were 5 strands. Now there's 3 strands. And as it snaps, you see it's like start whipping around, get around the rope center and just like spiral up, spinning up. Above you.
That's like away.
I hope not.
I'm going to take the charm that I have.
Yeah.
That goes on my bow.
Yeah.
I'm going to tie it to the mechanism with the lever.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it for God to bless it.
Bless the lever.
To bless the mechanism that is keeping us alive.
Well, this is
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay.
But it was a good try.
It was a good try.
It was a good try. Josh, is there anything that you'd like to do?
I'm thinking.
Well,
There's probably something I'd like to do, but I'm totally. Gonna drop the wolf tail over the side just to see if the weight going down will.
that's a very weak maneuver.
I know. I'm just starting. You got me in a box here, John. Literally.
Okay, so you throw it over, and it's sort of like floats in water.
So I just lost my trick.
You can pick it up. It's just floating right beside you. It's not like you left it.
You smell my dog.
It's already wet. It was already soaking wet. Sure.
So being freezing water, that's going to be valid shortly, right?
No, it's cold.
Okay. I'm going to take off my pants. I'm going somewhere with this. I'm going to fill them up with air by waving them around.
Okay.
Close that off and
Yep.
tie it into a makeshift light.
Okay.
Still can.
Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. I'll allow it.
No.
So roll on your, you have a survival of any sort, or?
All your parachute pants.
Yeah. MC Hammer skill. Please, Jim, don't hurt. Roll on your intelligence +2. Oh, yeah. Okay, you managed to do that. And what do you do with it once it's tied up?
Put it around my neck like a life preserver.
Okay.
Guys, take off your pants. Do it.
No.
No.
Plus, I'm pretty sure mine are leather, so I don't think it would help much.
Leather's perfect for this. I used to make
The water rises, starts rising like up over your, almost up around your mouth, and you get lifted off the floor of the elevator, and the elevator starts moving faster. and then it slowly catches up with you, and then your feet are back on the ground of the elevator again, and then it slows back down.
This is
Guys,
I've ever seen.
take off your pants.
Okay.
It's for safety. Ben, you gonna try and climb up the rope again?
Yeah.
It's the only thing you can do, really. I mean, I don't know what else is climbing for some strange reason.
Dr. John.
To be fair, I don't have swimming, so that's an equal stupid thing to do.
Sure. You have swimming? Hey, 8 feet. Okay, you managed to climb up onto the rope. What are you going to do? Are you going to cut the gondola off? Or what's your plan? Like, what are you doing now that you're up? Now you're on the rope. The weight is the same, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter whether you're in the gondola or on the rope. The weight is exactly equal.
Might be even slower though because he's putting stress on my rope.
True.
Guys, I have a stupid idea.
There we go.
If we all get on top of the gondola and then we cut the gondola off
And hold on to
the rope. It's such a bad idea, but it's the best option we have right now.
We could wait it out.
Yeah, but we don't know how long the rope is going to last otherwise. Because they've been snapping pretty quickly, so like that much up and down won't do much. And I feel like we just gotta go balls out on this one.
Acrobatics is a 9, Josh.
We have
It's not acrobatic. You just, as long as you can, like, either secure yourself to the rope.
there's 3 ropes left on the thing,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
You can tie it?
Yeah, I was gonna say if we all manage to tie ourselves off on it,
All
we
right.
should be able to get up there.
Okay.
And I have not tying.
We'll need a hand getting up there, then.
Yeah.
Neither of us can climb.
Okay, what's your strength?
Hopefully 12. Ridiculous.
Okay, roll on strength. You can add +1 because you're bracing yourself on the top, so you're going to roll under a 13.
Okay.
13 exactly. Yes. So you manage to pull Eddie Suarez up onto the top, and now you guys can combine your strength to pull him up. You don't have to roll because it's like 20, so it doesn't matter. You pull Josh's character up onto the top. Who has not tying?
I do.
I do.
Okay, cool. So you can tie yourself on if you want.
What's your not tying?
It's limited.
Okay, better than mine. So it's, yeah.
You guys will probably both tie yourselves. I will need some help with this. I've never tied.
Okay, so roll first for yourself.
9.
Okay. Are you doing yourself? Okay, roll.
Well, 1 10.
Okay, so you think that it looks pretty good. It feels good. You can look at it and you can roll your intelligence +2 to see whether or not it looks good. IQ intelligence +2.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
12.
Exactly.
I'm 12.
Okay, it doesn't look good. You're like, yeah, that's not, you've tied it to itself, but you're not tied to it. That's what you say.
Tie your penis.
Yeah, it's like his penis.
Perfect.
No, the old character, the one that found lost somewhere else, down in the other. No, not your brother's penis. It's like your brother's penis.
No, it was reattached.
Yeah, right. Attach to him wherever he is. That's how bad it is.
Oh, also, I forgot to like bring up my manual dexterity, so I can get a conditional +2. Can I get my conditional +2, John, please?
I'll give you a conditional +1 because of the conditions.
Okay, this is fair.
Roll again. It looks very secure.
Wait, one. Please help.
Oh,
Lady friend.
All right.
You can stab him later, okay?
No, I
you can just tie it really tight to make it
I'm not a penis. This is the most secure.
just around one ankle. So this is a real
13.
13.
It feels good.
13.
It feels good. You're like, it's all right.
Okay, I'm gonna put my pants back on.
Okay. You can't put your pants back on now because you're tied. One of your hands is tied up to the rope.
You can use one hand to put on pants.
You have to untie.
I feel like this time is an issue here. You can put your
I
pants
need my
down.
hand.
Yeah, your pants are tied around your neck right now.
It's something fashion.
So for reference, are you wearing underwear?
No,
Okay.
I don't think that matters.
Oh, no.
You seem to want to know the details of it. You're like, this is an important thing to put into the live stream.
That's what's weighing us down.
That's actually what I want to know is how much lace is under those pants.
The lace is all on the outside,
Oh,
actually.
not in the inside.
Nothing.
Yes.
No fop in the inside.
No fat on, just putting fat on the inside.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, so who's cutting the thing? I'll go first. Don will.
I'll do it.
Okay, roll on. What are you using? Just like your saber here?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
that's
badass.
okay. So roll on saber -2 because you could potentially spike something incorrect. Close range.
Oh, nice. 5.
There you go. So
Oh, plus -2?
yeah,
Okay.
it's close. 8. Your saber skill's only 8.
No, my saber skill's 10.
Okay.
It's only 10, but.
Good enough. It's on it. You slice it. The rope, like all of a sudden, like constricts around your hands because all the weight is gone, and then all of a sudden it just yanks really hard on your hand. The two ropes pull you guys flying up, and it just like unravels from your hand, and they disappear off. They disappear off the shaft. The gondola sort of like disappears down into the cold water, and you're on the surface of the water, slowly inching up like this. And you look up, you see that like
Take your leg preserver pants off.
okay, so you take 2 points of damage as your what is it, left hand or right hand?
Right. Since my dominant hand, I would want his leg strength.
Okay.
I'm wearing gloves too.
Okay, that's with gloves. They would be 4 otherwise. And you take 1 point of damage. It is possible that your hands might, the bones of your hand may be broken or like shattered by this rope. You're not sure. It's numb. You're cold. You're flying up. Poison. Yeah,
The rope is poison.
Yeah. It's a snake, actually. You tie yourself to a snake, and it's just pulling at your hand and biting you and poisoning you as you go up. So you fly. You two guys fly up like extremely quickly. You look up and you can see what looks like a stone ceiling, and you're flying towards it quite quickly. I would say approximately maybe about 65 kilometers an hour. That's about the speed you're going. Maybe 70 kilometers an hour. Something like that. Jim, you're traveling at about 2 kilometers an hour. Yeah. It's quite quick. It's called, you're okay, you're still going up. You know?
there's one.
Right. So you can try and like stop yourself on the edges, or I don't know what you want to do. Do you have acrobatics?
No.
I think
Okay, so you can potentially try to like so here's the shaft. As you're going up, you can try to sort of move yourself in the air so you can push yourself off the back corner, and then you can see that like an opening, right, where like the top of the shaft comes up, like an elevator kind of thing, and it's open like this. So you can potentially try to push yourself off here and then jump. Now you can jump straight out, or you can jump and grab the edge. and then he can try and grab onto you. Or you can try to do this to grab him and pull him with you. If you try to grab him and pull him with you, it would be -4. Jesus.
Okay, how much, like, in terms of time, how much do we have? Like, in seconds?
You've got 1 action you can try.
Okay.
You could try and like potentially like the rope you have, you can drop the rope so Jim could grab the other end of it, and then
I have no
and
idea
when
what's
he
going on.
holds it, then it would slow you down. I don't know. I'm just trying to provide you some.
Okay. I'm gonna try and fast draw my knife.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna dig it into the wall behind me and try to slow myself down with it because hopefully the walls are rolled.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So fast.
Don't drop the knife on right.
I'll try not to. Because if I drop the knife, I'm probably dead. Fuck, I killed that one.
Okay. So you draw the knife. You can roll on your dex.
I feel like work.
Okay. So Ruben, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try to use my acrobatics, try to get up onto the one.
Roll on the acrobatics.
Is there a minus the?
No minus. Straight up acrobatics. There's a minus if you try to jump through the door, through this. But if you're just trying to grab the edge, there's no minus.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing the edge. 11, 13.
What's your acrobatics? Okay. So you try to like grab the edge, and you sort of end up halfway out, and your legs like smack up against the top of the thing. And Josh, you smack into his legs, and you sort of like crunch like your head into the side of his like into the side of his thing. So you take 7 points of damage.
I'm super unconscious. Like, I'm dying.
Okay. Well,
I was at 2 hit points left. Go ahead and
okay.
get up to the top.
Okay. So you're at 7. You took 7 hit points, and Ruben, you take 3 hit points, but you're still. So you're lying out, like hanging out at the top of the elevator. Here, you're both safe, quote unquote. Can you roll on your health, please?
Did not make that.
Someone stabilize him. We need the doctor.
Okay, you're definitely unconscious.
I'm bleeding out.
Well, you won't die until you're minus, like even -10 is like where it's sort of life threatening. So, Ruben, do you have first aid of any sort?
Yes.
Okay, so roll on first aid.
Okay.
Don't fail. Just to say, just a heads up, bud. Don't fuck it up. Now's not the time.
11.
Did you fuck it up?
10.
On 10?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not really sure what's wrong with him.
Okay, I'll take that. At least it's not. You try and like set his spine and like twist his head.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Jim, it takes you 5, 6, 7. It takes you 10 minutes, and you leisurely float to the top, and you get up, climb out. The water stops about like. Where's the elevator that I drew here with the jumping? Yeah, the water stops right here, and you just like sort of grab the top and and you're completely, you're dry, 100% dry. Your hair is perfectly manicured, and all your clothes are completely pressed. He's got one of those sticks that's like he's always completely perfect. So you step up, and this guy looks like he's got maybe a cracked hip of some sort, and this guy his neck looks very, very at a weird angle.
That's not right. That's not it.
Do you have first aid?
No.
You want to try and roll first aid again at a -1?
Yeah, sure.
You can also take 20 if you want to, but there is a chance that he will take more damage. If you take 20, basically you'll succeed automatically. Within that 20 minutes, he might take extra damage. It's up to you.
Just to take 20.
I would
take 20. Okay. How many points are you at?
-5.
You're at -5?
Yes.
Okay, so now he's at -7. But he is stabilized.
Cool.
I mean, that's not really your decision, Josh. You're on
I
con.
said yeah.
Okay.
That's specific. The yeah was the keyword.
Okay. So you guys are at the top of this elevator, and there is a there's sort of like a wooden, I don't know, right in front of you there's like just a wooden box, and there's a cross on it.
Like just a regular looking box in front of us, nothing else.
Like I guess you can't really see past it. It's like, imagine you're sort of you've opened a cupboard, and in the front of the cupboard there's like something blocking your way. It's like a wooden dais of some sort with like a cross on the top.
I'm gonna check it for traps.
Okay, roll for traps.
That's sorry, it's 8 on 10.
There are no traps.
Okay. Is it locked? I'm going to see. Is it locked?
Well, you're at the back of it, so you can't open it. It's like you're sort of like, yeah, you're behind something. Imagine you're like standing behind like a cupboard. Except you can see over the cupboard and the cross on the top of it. It's like a cupboard this high. You come out from the back of it. And just cross the top.
Like crawl over.
You can crawl, you can probably push it, just move your hand.
I'll probably crawl over.
Okay. You crawl over and the cross falls off the top. You're okay.
Yeah, let's go back to the rose order. This happens all the time.
Okay, so when you crawl over the other side like this, you can now see that you're in a room. And you're in a room with, and the room is full of nobles. And it's the throne room where you guys were before, when you guys went the other way to get down to the catacombs. You're on the other side. Remember I said the dais had been moved across because the king's chairs and stuff, thrones were on the top, up front. So that you're right behind there, you sort of come out, and there's, maybe 60 nobles in the room, and Lillian is playing the harpsichord. He's playing a beautiful piece on the harpsichord. And that's exactly what it is. Yeah. And when he sees you as he's playing, he sort of almost falters, and then he continues to play deftly with one hand. He produces a fan, and he fans himself.
I can only get so wrecked. Is there a doctor in the house?
There's complete silence for about 8 seconds, and then Delilium stops playing. And he says, "I have my bag right here," and he's got a small doctor's bag with a rhinestone. Red rhinestone cross.
Delilium, please into this dark crevice with me.
He's sort of like just Elton John.
As he's running towards you, he's almost tripping on the silks. He's trying to run so quickly. And he's hastily tucking his erection into his pants, into the waistband of his pants to keep jumping out.
Isn't that a piece of strange and odd?
No, not Lillian.
You should have heard some of the things he was saying to me the other night. That inappropriate. John is very thorough in this role play.
What happens in Murder Crusher series?
Yeah, we actually larped that part.
Of course,
Turn the lights off,
It was just the two.
Put a lot of moisturizer on my hands.
Private session.
All right, so the Lillian runs over to you, and he starts to minister to you. He starts sort of like putting his hands under your clothes, looking for how you might be hurt.
Is he actually putting his hands under my clothes?
Yes.
Oh, have you seen the room with Tommy Wiseau?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it yet. I want to see it at some point. Anyway.
Okay, yeah, well,
Okay.
there are naked scenes with Tommy Wiseau. As you may remember, my character is extremely disfigured in his chest.
Right.
Like just lumps. It's like ground meat held together by a sock. So he's
That escalated quickly. The Lillian is sort of like a little shocked, but he's still committed.
okay. All right. If he's fine with it, I'm fine with it. But this is Lillian.
Please call me Brother Delillian.
Brother DeLillian, my comrade here, appears to have broken his neck.
Ooh, that might be a little out of my. Well, I'll see what I can do. And he kind of like opens up his bag. He rummages around inside. He takes out like a bottle of rum. He opens it and he drinks about half of it. Puts it back in, and you see that inside there's a couple like coins. There's a seashell, and there's a big bottle of rum inside. There's nothing else. And then he just kind of like looks at you, and he's just kind of like this. Puts on some like lace gloves.
Wait, Brother DeLillian. It would be a shame to waste your exquisite talents on such a serf of a man as we have here.
Are you
We shall call. We shall call for the Royal Medical Examiner.
That's not. I am the Royal Medical Examiner.
Damn it! Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh no! That's a critical failure.
No, this is the one.
That's a 6.
No, this is the one. That's a 6.
Oh, mine's the other way around. That's a 6.
Is that the same thing?
Mine's a cleric.
Yeah, that's why yours is shitty. Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
So the Lillian manages to give you 4 hit points back.
Okay, so
Mine's 3.
still super unconscious.
No, roll help check, please.
That's what my health is shit.
Everyone's health is shit. This is how we roll. Honestly.
Hey,
Yeah. No,
Okay, you come to.
okay.
Uh,
How much pain am I in?
you're in quite a bit. Do you have high pain threshold or anything?
No.
Okay, you can't feel your legs.
well, he does have heart to do.
Oh, you?
Yes.
You should have been. Okay, so whenever you have hard to subdue, you add that to health when you're stopping yourself from being unconscious.
Okay.
So however many levels of hard to subdue you have, that means to give you +1 to your health when you're trying to avoid unconsciousness, just so you know. Yeah, you can't feel your legs.
All right.
But otherwise,
troubling.
you feel okay.
I kneel down to him and whisper in his ear, I just want it to the top.
And yeah, I can't feel my legs.
We'll work on that.
Okay, so
Just gonna come to terms with my new paralysis.
So the Lillian, so spin up, all the other nobles are kind of like whispering, all you hear. In other language, anyway, so there's a number of and then you hear a sort of a shout, and inside the crowd, you see it is the prince's son, and he is running off out of the crowd. Out of the building. To the big doors that you guys were in for.
Stop him!
They kind of like look like, that's the king's son.
The king's son has committed treason of the highest order.
You see that, you notice now, sitting on the throne behind you is the king.
God damn it.
And he's just kind of like, let him go. His son is innocent. However would you believe him to be a treasonous man? He is my family.
He just tried to kill us.
I see you coming out of my secret passage.
You sent us there.
I did not send you into the secret passage.
Where do you think you sent us?
I'm sure that your pockets are laden with my gold.
No, they are not.
God seize them. And you see.
Wait, I'm gonna pull the map out with the prince's signature on it. We have proofs the prince conspired to have the princess kidnapped. Fuck that prince.
Why are you doing the voice?
It's trying to get into character.
The king says, give me that letter.
Don't give him that letter.
I'm crippled. There's so much I can do. You have to keep him from
Your
taking
hands.
it from me.
I'll
Yes.
just step in front of him.
He's lying on the ground. He's not walking. His legs don't work.
I'm just blocking off him from the king.
Okay, the two guards advance towards you. They've got kind of like pole arms. And then Delillian stands beside you, and he pulls his sword with you, and he says, the brothers of the realm stand together. He still has a large erection.
Yes.
That's popped out of his waistband.
Great.
I'm glad I'm not a brother of the rose because I don't say it all anymore.
makes one stand to and not stand to. Okay. So what's your basic move or your?
You're still bleeding.
Yeah, he's still bleeding. Can you roll health, please?
Oh,
Thanks for reminding me. That was great. Thanks for staying.
Hey, 9.
I'm still conscious.
Okay.
How many points you have? How many points do you have? How many hit points?
Oh, 7.
Okay, well, you're totally fine. Yeah, you don't pass out. You're totally fine. Your hips kind of feel a little loosey-goosey, but you're okay.
Respect. Will you stand with us as well?
While this is going on, I'm gonna try and kind of prop myself up against the wall so I can sit up.
Roll health.
Oh,
And you can add +1 from your heart to do. Oh,
beautiful. There we go. I did something.
okay, you managed to stand up.
I stood up. Or did I like? I was just trying to lean up against a wall so I could sit
Yeah,
up.
that's it. You push yourself up. You push yourself up until you're like this.
Okay. That's not what I was trying to do. I was just trying to like sit with my back to the wall.
Okay, well, you don't have to roll through that. That's easy. No problem. Yeah, you're good.
And I'm assuming they're all fairly preoccupied with what's going on. For the most part, I don't pay attention to me. I'm good at running my crossbow, just in case.
Yeah, I thought your crossbow's not loaded though.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, I still have two left.
Okay. I didn't remember you reloading it.
No, because I have the.
Oh, you do?
Okay,
Yeah, sorry.
sorry.
Okay, you have the. So.
No,
Yeah,
or the bolt action one.
Yeah, you ready the crossbow.
Yeah.
So what's your basic move? Ooh. Okay. Fancy pants. Suarez. What are you doing?
I think you did.
Daydreaming. Got me both on with that.
What's your character's name again? Oh yeah, Earthbit. Earthbit. What's your basic move? Okay. Juarez, it's your turn first.
Okay. How close are the 2 guards?
Within striking distance.
Like
No, they're one chain.
Okay, I'm going to strike for one of them main body.
Okay. You're using a rapier, right?
I don't know. No, I'm not using a rapier.
Okay.
I'm using my saber. I don't have any skill with a rapier.
Okay. So a saber it has minus this damage because it's a slashing weapon against chain. Whereas a rapier does not have that minus.
Okay, I'm going to draw my saber hand this turn and then take out the knuckles.
Okay. Guard 1. Guard 1 tries to slash at you and misses. Delillian hits one of the guards in the 11, just a groin. Of course.
Oh, it's
Most of our
heads.
Oh, I know.
AITG, always in the groin spot. He stabs the guard brutally in the groin and twists.
Oh, just.
Oh my god.
While screaming, "The nose! Oh yeah, wait, it's just holding the silk out. The nose! And he's like, you can see, and as he's sort of postulating the rose and sort of screaming and shrieking, there's like spittle. Like sort of flying, like a flecks of spittle on flips, and they're like flying all over the place. Yeah. You also would guess that he's probably pretty drunk.
Yeah,
Because he
okay.
just drank. Yeah. Okay. The guard saves. He's not. He's pretty badly hurt, but he's not. He's not out. Guard 2. Slashes. Ooh, he hits. And he hits Delillian, who dodges easily. Josh, your turn, bud.
I'm gonna aim at guard 2.
Okay. Roll it up.
Aim.
Oh, yes, sure. Apologize. Elizabeth.
I'm going to.
Wait, so here's this is how it looks, just so you can get a little bit of a better picture of how things are going on. You are. You are here. Josh is like slumped against the wall here. Lillian and Suarez are standing like this. The two guards are engaged in combat. There's the king sitting on his throne here, and you are sort of behind them right here.
Guess I'll just try to move for myself next to.
Suarez?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can step up. Do you have a weapon now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can step and attack it. So it's like it's you don't have to move a full square. So what are you using to swipe to attack with?
Short sword.
Okay. Do you have your short sword get out or?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll strike. Ooh. You missed critting by 1. So close. Roll for hit location, please.
Rolling a lot. It's just it's a very effective place. Everyone's trying to just mash potatoes. That's why when you roll 30.
Yeah.
Left leg. What do you so roll for damage? It's on the other sheet. Under short sword.
1, 2, okay. 8.
Okay, you cut his leg off. He bleeds out right there on the floor in front of you. The king is like blustering and like, and you can see that every once in a while he looks really confused. Like he's just like he's like sort of saying something and then he kind of just like looks completely blank and then he starts saying stuff again. Gartu is dead. Suarez, it's your turn.
Punch guard 1 in the face.
Okay, it's minus 5.
Here we go.
Oh, look at you, fucker. Jeez. Okay. So blows to the face have a special thing, right? Face blows. Are you blowing his face?
4.
Yeah, 1 and 4. What do you do? Are you doing crushing damage?
I don't have down what kind of damage I do, but I would assume so.
Okay. So yeah.
6 damage is what I rolled.
Oh, okay. He's dead. You basically look shattered his face and he just drops. Alright. He's dead too. Except the two royal guards. At this point, there is you can hear like the king is like doesn't have any understanding what to do. He's just like there's no other guards in the room for whatever reason.
Can I switch my aim over to the king?
Yeah, sure. You can switch your aim over to the king.
Just give him a crossbow turned on him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the king is sort of like, he doesn't really seem to know what's going on, and he seems to be like fiddling with his throne for some reason. Like,
I will make my way over to him and
okay.
grab him by the lapels. And
Okay.
So, yeah, where is she? Where's Rachel?
How to get burned.
Where's Rachel? The king like kind of like looks like, ooh, and then he just like this and he bites your neck.
Oh, fucking God.
Roll for a dodge. It's -2 because you're surprised. Do you have a weapon like this?
Yes.
Okay, so no -2, just regular dodge.
Okay.
It's right there on the sheet. It says dodge.
Right, okay.
You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey,
8 and 8.
Okay, you manage to like twist your hand out of the way. You can have your attack.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Bring it back.
Yeah, I'll headbutt.
You headbutt. You have brawling. Yep. Roll on brawl entities.
Mhm.
You can get +1 to strike because you're within, like, he's grabbing onto you basically. So,
Yeah, so, okay.
so what's your brawl? Yeah.
13, 12, 13, 14.
Okay, so you just like miss. Eddie Suarez. Oh no, it's your turn. Okay, that's 2. It's the Lillian's turn. The Lillian doesn't really understand what's going on. It's just like, leave the king. Let's just run away. Come on. Let's run now. Let's leave. We will talk shortly. No, now. We will talk shortly. He wastes his turn simpling with you.
Oh, geez.
There's evil afoot. It is, yeah. Suarez, your turn.
Yeah, I'll go over and try to help this man the king.
Okay, but it's like, Lillian's sort of like attached to you, sort of like, at you. So what you're going to do, again, you take a roll to get there. Urge, that's your turn. Oh, the king is like this, and he's wrestling with you, trying to like grab you. He's like squeezing his, even though he's an old man, he's squeezing his fingers into your muscles like this. He passes his strength check by 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Jeez. So now you have to either, he's basically battling with you now, so you can either ignore it, or you can try to pull him off by rolling the strength check and passing by more than 6. Or you can counterattack. I don't know what you want to do.
I was trying to attack and try to knock him out.
Knock him out. Like when you she's holding your arms.
Okay.
So headbutt again. Okay. So roll headbutt. You take 3 points of damage as his fingers are like pushing through you actually like goes through your clothes and his fingers like pushing into your body. I don't think this guy there's like a whole, so now everyone in this room here is just like screaming and fucking a ton of people are running away. 7 people faint. It's like right on the ground there, and there's a bunch of people like running in various different directions. A couple of other nobles are trying to pull their swords out, but they're making just scatter, like one's holding it. You can see him peeing himself, like it's just his sort of like are filling with urine, and he's like obviously scared of shitless with him, and yeah. So that was yeah, what are you gonna do? Okay, so red button. 14. So you miss again. Josh.
Let's see if we're shooting 2. You got it?
It's -2.
Yeah, we'll take a shot, just
Yeah, I'm gonna take a third turn to aim. I think that's the max number. 5. I'm gonna give it a turn.
Okay. Suarez. Oh. Yeah.
to try to rescue the king.
Okay, in what way? And holding on to like, so he's holding on to Ruben's arms and they're like quite close together, so you're trying to get behind him. He's standing in front of the throne, so it's sort of like not really, sort of like standing in front of the throne.
Alright. Well, first I'm going to tell Philip, send for what was that? The little church cat name? Don't have a name, so I assume I don't remember it. I sent to the cleric from the Church of the Wolf. He's just like, don't hurt the king. Don't hurt him. Get the cleric here quickly, and then we spend the night discussing that. Oh, well.
He like pulls out his pants and it's like waddling away. And he's like, come in the room. He like waddles through everybody and he like looks at one of the guys and he's like, fuck you, Scarlet, you're a rebel. And then he's going off and he waddles away. king's turn again, and the king tries to bite you again. He hits you. He almost criticals you. But he doesn't roll to dodge. -1 because you are now. Actually, you can't dodge because he's holding on to you. You can try to like wrestle away, perhaps.
Can you parry with his face?
You're wearing a helmet. Yeah. You take 4 points of damage as his teeth sink into your face. You okay? What are you at? 0. Okay, roll a health check. You sort of just like collapse, and the king is like tears. As you fall unconscious, the king like tears like a chunk off your cheek. You're not hurting anymore. It's okay. No, it didn't have to. All right, yours is unconscious. Doctor.
Okay, gonna take a shot now.
Okay, take a shot. That's what I'm for.
+1. Not gonna.
Oh, no, he's no longer doing me. Because he's now conscious.
So +4.
Yeah, +4. You take a regular bolt or a silver bolt.
Regular right now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shoot for the main body.
Okay. Unless you crit, you hit. Yeah, you hit. The dog, the king doesn't even see it coming.
Okay.
So the what damage? It's the same as the regular crossbow.
What's this? +2 +4 +6. Yeah, I can read them.
I think I got 60 on history.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So damage 20. I don't know where's the crossbow.
No,
That's 2D.
yes, it was a 2-2 creating write this down, and it's like looking at it every single session.
Okay, I'm good.
You guys have I have a crossbow?
Yes.
I'll check your sheet. So, what do you post?
Okay. You can roll 5. So 8. Okay, so the bolt goes through the side of his rib cage and like pins him against the throne. But it doesn't seem phased by it, and he's sort of trying to wrestle and get away, but he's stuck to the throne. Eddie, it's your turn. Anybody? Okay, you can't dodge, so it's full damage. Okay. You're right.
So 2 plus 1, so 3
times 2
is 6.
Okay, so 6 points of damage to the main body. Okay, you're basically you can hit him endlessly at this point. You're the only one that's up, so you can hit him. You let his ribs crunch. Like everyone in the fucking room is screaming like crazy right now. You're basically standing with the king and crunching him in the chest. How many times are you gonna hit him?
I hit him 4 times for good measure.
Okay, so roll 3 more times. No, like more for damage and more times. Oh, okay, yeah, right. Yeah, so the king's chest is like basically pulped, and his body sort of there's cracking noises that sound like the cracking of wood, and then like his body kind of like your hand goes through his chest, and a whole bunch of like locusts and beetles come pouring out of the hole. Attention, locals, look! This man is not your king. They're like, no, looking more, listening to you. They're just freaking crazy. As you are like trying to get their attention, you hear the sound way off in the distance, but unmistakable. It is the sound of a foghorn going. Now, you realize that the boat is here like 3 days early.
Yeah.
I really hope there's something like.
You hear like everyone all there, like you can hear like even though you're inside the palace, you can hear like a commotion of like you know, people sort of screaming and shouting and whatever.
I'm going to drag her over to him. Do something.
You know, I'm minding the sound like, yeah, I got this thing. Yeah, just do this. I got it.
Am I rolling any minuses because I'm a cripple right now?
Yeah, because you don't have to use your legs to heal anyone. You can actually cut you in half.
Can't play guitar. I can't feel my legs.
So roll 1d6. 3.
So,
You get 7 hit points back from that.
Because Josh has not yet stabilized himself,
And he's already stabilized.
I'm stabilized.
And he can heal himself. Absolutely.
I'm only keeping my hold.
Yeah, most of the nobles are like sort of running away.
12, 14, so good.
Okay, so roll 1d6. And at 4. Pretty good. Fine.
So yeah, okay, I'm back.
You're back to 2. Yeah.
I'm capable of being human being.
Okay. You are fairly certain that you're paralyzed, but you're not sure.
Okay.
You're like, I'm 90% sure I'm paralyzed.
Yeah.
Back doctor.
We cut off your legs, we'll save on weight.
He could be like C-3PO on the back of like Chewbacca.
We can see
Just give me like
this.
Just give me like a cool steampunk wheelchair.
There is actually a wheelchair in the room that one of the nobles has fallen out of.
Go get it.
You could use that to like push him around at least.
Yeah. Yeah, do that for now.
Get on a night. I can't just go steal some noble's wheelchair.
Opposite. No, you're commandeering it for this investigation.
I'll fucking take it. You can take it. She doesn't have morals.
I don't know.
She's not a good Catholic boy like me.
Okay, so you want to pick him up and drag him into the wheelchair?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to roll. It's fairly easy, fairly light to pick up. The wheelchair smells like pee. But other than that, it's good.
It's better than
It's like- it's
myself on the ground.
It's like one of those wheelchairs like Woodrow Pearson used to have. It's like a wicker basket. Like a really long, like leg that sort of like arm that comes out with a little tiny wheel on it.
We can attach it to a carriage.
Yeah. So let's do a push. You want to push him?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. So you can push it around.
That's the ball. Or you can have that little wolf tail at the end of it as like.
It's still in the water.
It's floating up there at the top.
Yeah, it's floating right. So you can see
It's
it.
fine.
You can see it. You want to grab
Stop
it, bro?
patronizing me.
I'm just asking, man. It may be lucky or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because this is helping me get out the well.
Hey, I didn't die, and the wolf's tail is down there with me.
If it lets you go into traffic without being hit by another car.
Yeah.
You can like put an antenna, like tie it to the so tie it red.
Just wait till next time you need to get healed.
Hey, I'm the GM. I can heal myself anytime I want. All right. So what are you guys doing?
I don't know. I'm in a wheelchair. I'm kind of along for the ride at this point.
I'm waiting for Delillian to get back with the big old cleric.
There is. Oh, how long are you gonna wait?
How long do I estimate it would take him to get there and get back? Because he really wants my dick.
I would say it would well, knowing that how many people are in the town and how far he has to go, it would probably take him about an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
We can just go to the place, like, and meet him there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or meet him on the way if he's starting to get there.
Well, let's try and slip out amongst the route. Actually, first I'll leave the king.
Okay. You find.
Okay. Okay, so you're not gonna take a wheelchair to your buddy, but you're gonna steal from
He's
the
not
king?
the real king.
You
This
find
is fair.
you
To
find
be fair, we've already.
you find a jeweled king key. You find what looks like to be a really strange contraption. I can tell you outside character that it's a battery with wires attached to on either end of it.
What about a cabinet?
Yeah, look at the cabinet. Well, like
You climbed over it.
I'll open the cabinet. Inside is a golden mitre. It's about 2.5 feet long,
covered in gold, solid gold covered in gems, and also like what is it called? Like, it's like a ball with like a little cross on the end of it. And it like Fabergé egg style. Like it's like they always have like a miter and a miter. The miter is the circle. The miter is capsule. The scaffold is the thing, and the miter is like the gold jeweled egg with like a cross on top of it.
All right, I'm gonna stick it on his chair.
Yeah, I was gonna say just load it up over there, man.
There's actually a little like backpack.
Fucking
in the back.
bootleg.
Yeah.
All right, there's some unconscious nobles. You want to loot them too?
Yeah, it's stupid.
The king also had a small dagger in a sheath, and it's not jeweled. It's just the pommel of the dagger looks like it's pearl, and it's incredibly worn, and it looks like you can see like fingerprints sunk into it.
All right.
It's for circumcising all the sons.
So he has one son to be circumcising most of them.
I don't know about all of his lineage.
Yeah.
So passed down.
Centuries of circumcision.
Ritual circumcision that has been passed down through this family for generations.
All right, team, let's get at it.
All
I'll
right.
do it for free if he just wants to keep it up.
So you
Also, while they're wheeling me, I'm gonna reload my crossbow.
okay.
I'm back to having
You
more
make your
shots at it.
you're making your way out of the palace, and as you get out of the palace, again you can hear the people like it looks like pouring water. It's just people pouring out of the palace towards where the harbor is, all craning for a view. There are towers. Remember, I said there were like towers and minarets. There are people on the top of the towers and the minarets, and they're like, you can't hear what they're saying because they're so high up and there's so much noise. But it looks like they're going like this, like they're trying to like get the attention of all the people pouring out of the thing, and they look like they have horrified looks on their faces. But you can't hear. They're like sort of yelling. One of them's yelling in like a weird language. You can barely hear what they're saying anyway.
Sounds like a great time to roll on my body language.
Yeah, we can roll on your body language. Delillian wants to bang you.
You can sense it from that far.
Yeah, he's like somewhere. He's like,
No.
Took a break halfway.
It looks like they kind of warn the people leaving to not go to the harbor for some reason.
I don't know if it's a bomb, but the ship's probably not great.
All right, well, we'll continue going towards that direction.
Okay.
Also, what time of day is it now?
Are we going to the temple?
Yeah, it's the same direction.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you have to head past the docks in order to get to the temple. So as you're heading in as you get out now, you can sort of see, and it seems as you get out and into the docks, you can see off in the distance the ship. You can't really. The ship seems wreathed in fog and mist, and you can barely sort of see it. But it's way bigger than you expected it to be. You would estimate it's probably like maybe almost 10 kilometers long, about a kilometer and a half wide. Just this gigantic friggin' ship. And as it's coming, you can see ice that's like blue ice, that Arctic ice that's centuries old, just folding like tissue paper in front of it. And it looks like it's going way too fast.
I think it might crash, guys. It's 3 days ahead of schedule because it's been on maximum overdrive. It won't crash.
Also, what time of day is it now at this point?
It's like you guess that it's maybe like early afternoon.
Okay.
It's very overcast and rainy. It's cold. So yeah, the ship is like barreling down towards the.
Also, before we do that, can I roll my cults to see if I know what the hell was up with the king? Like if I gave you what that his whole deal was, like the buttons exploding out of him?
I think you should. I don't really know. You can't really make that roll now.
Okay.
You'd have to make that roll like now.
Okay.
So it's not like, can I think about? Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't really make
Okay.
sense at the moment. But put a pin in it.
All right.
Okay, so what are you doing? You're heading towards the temple. You estimate that the ship's probably going to get you before you get to the temple. There are people screaming. It's a mass riot. You're basically trying to stop yourself from getting pushed down. Your wheelchair gets like rocked up and down on the wheels like this.
Maybe we should just get to like one of the outer walls of the castle.
Yeah, it's as far away from where the ship is going to hit the bridge as physically possible. It's probably our best bet at this point.
So we'll pull towards the closest wall.
Okay. So you can like push yourself up against the wall. And yeah, so there's screaming, there's people going out, there's a number of like religious zealots kind of like praying and casting, doing like the Salt Bay sort of maneuver with bouncing the salt off their forms. I don't know why. Maybe they just think it's a cool religious maneuver to do. And the ship continues towards the bridge. They're screaming and shouting, and the ship hits the bridge with a massive amount of force and carves into. So here's the bridge like this. This is where the temple was. This is where the palace was. This is where the other dock was. Remember, this is the way that you guys came in. Rules Run is at the back. I'm going to send you the map as well, so that you'll have it for to see. I used to do it on the computer, but I'm using my computer to stream right now, so I can't really show the map. Do we have one?
We get it somewhere.
Yeah, there we go. That's the map. We came in from there. That's the temple. This is kind of like the dock area. That's the palace.
Yeah. So yeah, this is like the peninsula, like up above here, right? So the ship. So you guys are basically on the inside wall of the palace. Sorry, on the outside wall of the palace here. You haven't made your way out of the docks yet. The ship hits like this. So you all basically, I mean, you can't stay up. You can't stay standing.
Joke's on you guys.
You fall out of your chair.
Well, I mean, you can roll on your dex, and if you crit, then you're standing. Wait. You're standing. You're like, no! Okay. Okay. So as the ship barrels into the side of the bridge, it basically is breaking asunder like ancient bricks. There is like strange puffs of like arcane energy that explode from various portions of the bridge that obviously were magically warded thousands of years ago and were built on and sort of forgotten about, and it slowly comes to a halt. It looks like the bridge is kind of like in the middle here, where it's around, because it's almost completely broken through. The bridge is, the bottom of the ship is only just under, like barely underneath. It doesn't, the front of it doesn't rise up higher than where the bridge is, but where the edges are, it's sort of like you could basically just walk off the edge of the bridge and right onto the ship. And it looks like there's sort of uneven, it's flexing, and there's fires everywhere, and you can just see blood and carnage and people screaming everywhere. And then there's a bone-chilling wind that kind of just like whips across the bridge here, and it sucks all of the mist and all of the fog away from the ship. And now you can see the ship for the first time, and it looks like it's been, so it was at some point like an ancient, sort of just a Russian, think of like a Russian, not a destroyer, but like a travel ship, right? But I mean, it's got a number of cannons bristling all over it, and all the cannons have huge rimes of frost over them, and then there's big places that have these ancient trees that have sprouted out of the sides of some of it. But you can see where the main bridge of the ship is. There is a gigantic almost like a growth of like a, what's it called? Limestone, like a limestone chapel that just comes out like a gigantic, not chapel, what's the word? Chateau, like a great big sort of castle that's growing out of the middle of this huge ship. And as you look down upon the ship, there is not a single person moving anywhere on the boat. And there is just like a bone-chilling, haunting silence. And then again, you hear sort of a screaming noise of as people slowly start to complain from the depth and the despair, and the crying starts again.
So we didn't cause this massacre.
No, not really.
No.
But
Maybe by inaction.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly run to the bathroom.
Okay, probably. I'm in a wheelchair already.
I just want to punch at least 2 or 3 more people to death.
Yeah, that works. I still have like the 1 ace in the hole left with all of the spells.
I still have my gun,
Hmm.
which I don't know how to use.
It's fine. You can kill yourself with it.
Yeah, I could survive that though, maybe. Okay, it's overconfident.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And you shoot yourself, but that should do just fine. And I still have one awful final plan.
You can blow everything up.
No, it's something. You'll see. Can't ruin the surprise.
Injected around on everyone.
Oh, no, that's not it.
Think he'll be introduced soon?
I hope so.
Well, that's a pretty good time. There's like the whole city's.
I think I'm on the boat.
Yeah. Yeah, getting rid of those will be still the
Where's the caravan?
It's
Like,
off and
miles
away. Yeah, we rode in here on horse.
The caravan's
I
like
hope my
3
voice
days
is
away.
dead.
Your horse is probably not dead.
Sweet.
I miss that over there.
Butternuts. Okay.
Someone's trying to steal it right now.
Yeah, probably. The Lillian's having sex with your horse right now.
I'm pretty sure Lily's super dead.
You think so? Yeah.
That was the plan. all along.
You knew.
I read his notes.
As you're standing there, you see what looks like to be 4 of the sisterhood. The four women from the sisterhood wearing the veils, and they're on black horses. They ride out in formation, and they're just like riding through people. Like they're just normally, you always see them like healing and sort of doing them, kind of looking after the fallen. You just see them riding through on top of people, just carving through, and everyone's running out of the way. They're acting very out of character for what you know them to be, and they ride out, and they ride through the gates here and into the North Docks.
I feel like maybe we should follow them.
It seems like that's where the plot is.
Yeah. You don't have to go. You can go hang out in the palace.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, so as you head through here, and again, are you helping anybody? Are you healing anybody in a way, or are you just like?
Well, I'm kind of at mercy of these guys because they have to wheel me around.
Yeah. Okay. So you're pushing your way through. You're making your way down to the ship, and you end up.
Faces are fascinating.
You see the four sisters just ride brutally again through everybody. Everyone's like scrambling out of their way, and as they ride down here, the one at the back puts up a standard, and as she rides, as she like holds up this rod, this flag curls down, and you can see that there's like 4 what look like to be the faces of 4 sisters, and they all have like, one of them has their hands over their eyes, one of them has their hands over the ears, one of them has hands over the mouth, and then one of them has hands over her heart, and they're just like riding down through into the, and they ride sort of onto the deck, and they seem to know where they're going, and they sort of ride off
into the woods. I mean, again, think of this ship as like almost like a gigantic city. It's absolutely immense.
Well, let's get on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going on the boat.
You're heading on the boat. Okay. As you start heading down towards making now, it's much more difficult for you to push your way through because there's thousands of people in your way, like all over the place, milling. A lot of other people are kind of heading onto the boat. Everyone can roll perception.
There we go.
10 on 11.
8 on 11.
10 on 10.
So everyone passed?
Yep.
Okay. You all notice what looks like to be a gigantic, what looks like to be like, what's his name? It's who's the guy that plays Andre the Giant? It's not Fezzik. Fezzik's the little guy, right? Who plays Andre the Giant in that. Yes, that's Fezzik. So like a man who looks like to be twice the size of Fezzik, but almost the size of the Hulk. Gigantic with like a cloak on. You can't really see what he looks like. But he does have what looks like to be a gigantic sword on his back, and he's holding. I don't know. He's holding onto the prince's son. So he's holding onto the prince, and he just like jumps from the wall here. He jumps down. This is like, remember the wall is like 90 feet or 100 feet. Jumps off the wall, lands on the ground here, just like swats a bunch of these like injured people out of the way, and then like jumps onto the boat and like heads around to the right hand side and then vanishes off into the right.
I do.
Yeah.
Probably have to fight that later.
I'll punch him.
Yeah.
You can punch him down.
We gotta punch him down.
Punch him
Yeah, that's
super
good. That's good. You can, as you start making your way towards the ship, the Lillian appears at your side, and sort of like he's covered in sweat, and he smells like just stale, like body odor. And he says, and he's like, oh, it's in ruins. I tell you, I couldn't find who we were looking for. You see his hands are like clammy and like sodden, and he's just doing this.
Get back to the palace. I will call for you soon.
It's like, no, can I not come with you?
No.
You can keep me safe.
The palace is where you'll be safe.
Doing that. I'm
Get back to the palace and
going
go yourself.
through my bag to find a heavy sedative.
You're gonna take a heavy sedative?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. You're like, how did I need this fucking shit?
Did you leave?
He's sort of like lingering around you guys. He's
Tell
sort
him
of,
to get back.
yeah, he's sort of like, he like walks like away, like he's sort of heading towards the palace, and then as you like turn away, you can see that he's kind of like just like
Is he close enough for you to him with a syringe from my wheelchair?
This is Black Heat Part 2. He's going to turn up.
you can stab him with a syringe.
Okay.
Yeah, roll the strike.
6, 9. What am I rolling for that?
You're rolling, I guess.
Rolling? Okay, yeah, no, I got some.
Okay. Yeah, you stab him and you sink a heavy draft into him. He drops like a cell right away.
Okay, cool.
I lean him off the game to stay
Okay, as you lean him up to the wall, like basically like the crowd like descend on him and like tear his clothes asunder and start like just looting him and like
No, he could afford new stuff. He's probably not gonna die.
still good.
He's
Probably stand together.
You know, but
You let your brother down, man.
you didn't stop me from driving him.
I couldn't stop you.
It's fine.
do you have a code of honor?
This is a fake brotherhood anyways.
You might end up with some sort of a negative from this, but I'll send something.
Not as gay as you thought.
yeah. So anyway, you guys head onto the ship. So as you head onto the front surface of the ship, I'm gonna get another piece of paper. Somewhere. Move the back of this.
That's mine.
Oh, this consumables. That's my ammo. Yeah. Okay. So you make your way onto. I'm just going to start like where the ship basically gets good, so to speak, because the front of it is pretty much completely barren because it's just torn off and shown off. So the ship basically starts off. It's quite wide. You guys. So again, this is like maybe
800 meters wide or 700 meters wide near the front. And you can see what looks like to be there's sort of trees growing up around both sides. And then in the middle, there is what looks like to be the doorways that head towards maybe some stairs that head down into the bowels of the ship.
That's where we're going.
You're going straight this way?
What about the guy who has the prince?
Case descended somewhere into the ship.
But did he go into the trees?
Yeah, he went down this way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then, good catch.
So we're going into the trees.
Go into the trees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of the trees.
Okay. So as
It all was so cold.
so it's difficult to like role play multiple people coming into the party. I don't want to like take you out of the way, but basically I can tell you that you've lived on the ship for a long time. And I'll send you more information about that. For now, you are basically when you knew that you were heading towards this town for quite a while because everyone saw it. You've been surviving on the ship for since you guessed that you've been sort of you live up in amongst the trees, and you've got a couple other places that you hang out, so to speak. But you saw that you were heading towards the for some time, so you held on and sort of tied yourself to the tree so that you wouldn't fall out. And you watched with great amusement as a number of different people kind of are flooding in. And you're up in the trees right now watching these guys kind of head through below you. You can follow them in the trees for a while. I don't want to make it too difficult for you to be able to join them, but like part of your, some of your character history kind of gives you the ability to you're very curious. And it seemed, I mean, you don't know necessarily right from wrong, but you always have like a good gut feeling of these kind of things. So you can follow them in the trees and decide to make yourself known whatever you want. I'm just giving you the impetus to do it. I don't want to make it like.
I'm just gonna stop them for a bit.
Okay. So you guys can roll on. Can you roll on stuff?
A 10.
Okay, so how much? So you pass by 4. So you guys can roll on perception, and you've got to pass by. You've got to pass by 1 extra. You've got to pass by 5. You succeed by 5?
By 5.
No, you have to succeed by 5.
Yeah.
Prevent
6. So pass by 4.
Okay, so no one knows you there. So anyway, you guys are walking through the trees, and so these trees are like ancient black woods from like similar to the taiga, to the trees that grow in the taiga of Russia, the northern. So the northern sort of strip across Russia has this huge forest called the taiga, and it's so big that if you were to cut down trees at one side of Russia and head your way across the taiga, cutting trees down. By the time you reach the other side, if you planted new trees as you went, the trees that were started would be 100 years old by the time you got to the other side. Anyway, so you're heading your way through the trees here, and you can definitely feel like there's a lot of evil here. Like this is not right. Whatever it is, you feel very. Instantly, the moment you get into this forest, it instantly feels like when you thought you were cold before, you're now like instantly chilled to the bone. And it's like as you're walking through the trees and you're sort of like touching the trees to kind of like steady yourself from falling over or from moving. When you touch a tree, the cold, it's like made of stainless steel. I know like when you touch cold, like stainless steel, in the wintertime, like the cold just goes right to your hands. You're moving pretty slowly because he's in a wheelchair. The only way that you can move any decent speed is to like pull him behind you, so that you can't really push him over the roots and stuff. You can pull him over the roots. So you're traveling at maybe like a little slower than like a slow walk because it's almost impossible to pull him with you. as you're walking through, every once in a while, you see like a strange animal, chitter across a log, and they look like maybe kind of like a squirrel or kind of like a chipmunk or kind of like those kind of woodland animals, but their bodies are like twisted and their spines are all like crooked, and they're sort of like have a really bad feeling about this place. You find an abandoned camp with like a cauldron, and it's cracked open, and you don't even know what was inside it, some sort of liquid maybe, and you can see that lying about when you sort of head through the camp, so to speak. There's a campfire that's being hastily scattered, and then you find a leg. The bones. Hey! The bone with the leg sticking out just randomly, and it's got it looks like the leg was wearing plate armor, and it's just been basically torn off, and ripping through the plate armor like it was aluminum foil.
Okay, I've got my knuckles out. Knuckles and shield.
Knuckles and shield. Okay. So you can continue moving through the forest. Is there anything you're doing, Ruben?
I'm pulling him.
Notice? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'm going to roll my search. I can't really do that. You can be our eyes. I lost my good luck charm, so you should remember that you have that up.
Yeah. So after about half an hour, you'd say, you have lost 6 fatigue points. You are drenched. You're drenched in sweat. FB.
Wow, so I'm like minus
What?
1 points.
Well,
Because I had 3.
Oh no! Well, every day when you go to sleep, you're charged, and then you come back to sleep. So you're whatever your
Wait, so that's how many?
You lost 6. You're drenched in sweat. It's dripping down off you. You guys are just moving normally, right? You're not moving with any kind of.
Yeah, we can't really stealth.
Yeah.
He doesn't have stealth, and he's in a wheelchair. So.
No, I have stealth.
You have stealth with this one?
Well, not when you're pulling the wheelchair.
Yeah,
You didn't have stealth.
I'm just saying that I do have stealth.
Okay, good to know.
I roll myself around really sneakily. Just throw me out of the wheelchair.
Okay, to make your way over some particularly extremely gnarly routes, you see you come to a small pond. The pond has brackish, dark brackish water that smells like a fetid swamp. And there are two deer. There's a buck and a doe, and they're drinking from the water. And you see that they both got antlers, but then the antlers are just look very wrong. And one of the antlers has the doe doesn't have antlers, but the buck has these weird looking antlers that are bone white and bleached bone white, and on 2 of the particularly sharpened ends, there's a human skulls speared through the eye socket and coming out the back. And these look like they've been there for years and years. They're just as whitened as the
Last year's Christmas party.
yeah, it's like party. He's got a red solo cup on but hanging from hanging from different parts of the antlers are also what looks to be almost like Indian charms. There's a native Canadian or Native American charms. That's kind of like that style, but it's just there's a web tie of these multicolored string between some of the different antlers, and then there's feathers hanging off them as well, and they're just drinking from the. They don't seem to notice you.
Can we teleport people?
I don't know.
Just avoid him.
Let's just keep moving.
The pathway kind of the roots are quite steep around the pond is in the middle, and the roots are quite steep. And the pathway either goes around the left or the right, and they're on the left of the pond. You could try going around the right. The pond is maybe 250, 300 feet wide, approximately. And you can see that there are footprints that are heading around the right-hand side as well.
I recognize the deer. Like,
Yeah,
familiar.
yeah. So you know that you guys have to pretend you don't hear this. I mean, you're making a pretty good assumption anyway. But you know that pretty much any animal life that's on this place is a product of evil that's been like twisted and marked by supernatural. That there are some people that you already know of that live here that are not necessarily friends, but they're friendly. I guess at least you're ambivalent towards them, and they're not hostile. Yeah, they're not hostile towards you, and you sort of help each other out when you can. You know that these deer are basically bonded to a demon that basically is able to gives a piece of himself to them to help control them and to give them power and supernatural buffs, more or less. You also do regularly hunt these animals. You know that the doe are much easier prey. The bucks are obviously very protective of their doe, but you basically hunt and cook this food, and you know how to prepare it so that you can like sort of certain parts of the meat are able to be boiled so that the evil is kind of
You boil the hell out of it.
It's stringy and tough, but
So I'm gonna aim my composite bow at the buck and see what these guys do.
Okay, and as we're going past, I'm gonna take aim from the wheelchair. I'm just gonna like train on it in case it does come after us.
okay, you can't really get aim bonuses.
Oh, I know that. I'm just like my weapon's already drawn, just for.
Silver bolt?
No, because they're not loaded already, and I can't really. Maybe meta at this point. If I like change up my ammo, because I can't like.
We can tell they're evil.
Yeah, but we don't know if like how evil. We don't know if this is just like a weird side effect of them being here, or if they're actually manipulated by something.
I mean, if I was seeing these, like with the,
You're fairly
my
confident that
character
they're because they're they look very twisted. I mean, they don't look like envy. They look pretty bad. So if you want to have silver loaded on the I also suggest. Prevent what do you do? Okay. They don't really seem to notice you as you start to sort of creep around the side of the pond. These are the roots. These are the animals here. As you start to creep around the side, where the footprints are, it's really, really soft mud. And as you start holding the wheelchair over, the wheel starts slowly sinking into the soil. Make a strength check. Okay.
12 on 12.
Okay, so the wheelchair is like sinking into the mud, and you can pull it, but basically every time you estimate you'll probably have to make, in order to get around the pond, you're going to have to make 2 more strength checks, and each time, if you fail, you're going to have to basically roll to see how many fatigue points you might lose to have to pull the wheelchair free.
I'll pick up the other wheelchair.
Make a strength check, please.
Oh, 10 on 10.
Okay, so you pick up the other side of the wheelchair. So you see them like they're obviously they're basically struggling. And as you're walking now, you guys your feet are just sinking into the swamp very, very quite aggressively.
These are horses.
They're not horses.
Although they are
Yeah.
horses.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah. Good one. Okay. So you have to make another strength check.
You too.
Yeah, you both do.
Yeah, 7 on 10. Oh, you guys today.
As long as you roll another strength, you're okay. Yeah. Okay. So and now you can make one more to get around to the other side. You go.
8 on 10.
You both make it.
Well,
Yeah. Okay. So you managed to get around. You managed to get around to the other side of the swamp, and as you get around to this final edge here, you see like the doe sort of suddenly like spooks, and she like just dashes off like she leaps through the water, and she just runs like through the brackish water. You almost see her like swim for a second, and you see this huge tentacle come up out of the water here, and it tries to like sort of like grazes by her. See if it grabs her, and it does grab her, and she does not dodge. So the doe gets sort of grabbed by its tentacle and starts getting dragged underwater, and the stag sort of immediately jumps in and like tries to like stab at this. And you guys are like within like 10 feet of the edge of the water. The stag hits the tentacle and like stabs it brutally, and it takes like just like this, and blood is like black ichor is pouring down the stag's head. And it twists like this, and the tentacle writhes and sort of disappears under the murk, and he like nudges the doe, and then as he's nudging, he like stands and just like looks at the three of you, and it is completely still, and you can see that his muscles are just like tensed.
No one move. Stay very still.
We should probably start aiming at his face.
You're aiming at your own face?
Yes.
Yeah. You're like, okay, guys, I'm there. Yeah, bye. See you later.
I don't want to play crystal.
I'm taking a name.
You're taking a name?
Yeah.
What's your move?
6.
Right. I keep asking you that. Eddie Suarez has a move of 6. I think you have a move of 5.
Yeah.
I don't have to put 6. What is your move? What? Josh has a move of 2. Right?
It's 5, but I'm not sure.
You don't need to do 2 in the wheelchair. So I guess I'm gonna put this here. Okay, Eddie Suarez, are you doing anything? Are you just
Gonna put him down.
like aggressively, like drop him, or like
Or just kill him, because you can put it down.
We're gonna take an action to lower his chair to the ground.
Okay. Kristen, it's your turn.
So is the Bucks, does he look aggressive, or is he just, he's gathering himself? Or
Yeah, I mean, you know that it's more that, you know, if these guys don't move, chances are good that it's not going to attack them, but if they don't move, they won't be able to, like, you don't know whether or not it's going to walk away.
has the doe been saved, or is it dead?
You're not sure. From where you can see it, it looks like the doe is kind of struggling to get up in the water, and the buck is like sort of, he's got his haunches kind of underneath her front legs to kind of try to lift her out of the water a little bit. But she looks like, you know, it looks like the tentacle did quite a bit of damage to her. And you can also know that, like, usually in these sort of this species or this sort of thing, they were at one point, right, they weren't born evil. I mean, they were born, you know, untouched, so to speak. And so there's still a shred of that, like, relationship that exists between them outside of the corruption, but they're more or less, their brains are completely like worm-eaten. They're totally.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna shoot the buck then.
Okay.
So what do I roll?
Roll on your bow skill, and then if you're aiming for any particular body part, there's different minuses. But if you
Need it by 1.
okay. So you can either, so just let you know, so you can either choose to hit main body, and that's no minus, or you can just say, shoot at it, and then we randomly roll for hit location.
Main body's good.
Okay. So you can roll for damage.
Plus 1.
Pardon?
1d plus 1.
Yeah, so it's 1d plus 1. And then, yeah, go ahead.
7.
7, okay, 7? Okay, and you're using silver tipped arrows.
Sure.
all of your
Oh, okay.
weapons are all, you know.
I go to the silver mine in the boat and I get myself. Yeah.
Okay, so you do 14 points of damage to the box. It doesn't even see it. Doesn't even see it coming. So you guys are like standing like completely still, and then from out of nowhere you hear like the predator sound. No, you guys from out of nowhere, this arrow comes like whistling out of the trees, goes in one side of the buck of his chest, outside the other, sticks into the dough. The dough just kind of like falters and falls, and the buck just falls dead.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Combat over.
Yes.
I'm going to stand in front of this guy and hold up my shield in the general area that the arrow came from.
Okay.
I'll take out my short sword.
Okay. So the buck is not dead, but is not doing anything. The buck is like
I'm trying to fetch.
just like so. It had 12 hit points.
Cool.
So you basically killed it almost right.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, there's complete silence, and you're holding up your shield, and you don't hear anything, you don't see anything. They're just like, unless you choose to reveal yourself, nothing happens. They don't see you.
No, I want to see what they do, so I'm still gonna continue to stalk them.
Okay.
I'm going to put away my knuckles and take out my gun.
Are you gonna sit me down next to the pond and talk about rabbits?
Slowly, like push him into the pond. Hey, Josh, you're done. Get down.
You always look at me and tell me. I don't know what they do.
You're
Standing in front of me.
the party leader.
When did that happen?
I don't know. You've always been calling the shots.
Yeah, but I'm in a wheelchair, so it's not like I kind of just stuff
You just
along.
point in place and be like, take me that way, or do this, or, my arms are broken, please help me out. I don't know, whatever you've got to do, you do these things.
Just keep moving forward then.
Are you going to ignore the person that completely you think that you're going to drop your shield and continue walking?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do that. Oh my God. Where's the prince?
Where is he?
So
Where is Rachel?
okay. Yeah, so they don't seem to be leaving. I mean, you guys can roll this. That was good as well. You don't need me to give you a piece. You have no clue, obviously, who they're trying to. I mean, you saw the prince go through here, but you didn't know he was a prince. He wasn't dressed like a prince. He was just like, basically, you saw a guy that looked like a Hulk run through here, and he was holding someone that was dressed in like leather armor and had a sword on, but he didn't look like royalty. And I don't even know if you know what royalty is.
I only know what corrupt and maybe a little bit not corrupt looks like.
Yeah.
No, I just stand and watch them because they're weird.
Yeah, they're very innocent. They're sort of very curious.
They're
But
pretty mishmash.
yeah.
And they're newcomers, and we haven't had newcomers in a long time.
Right. And far off in the distance, like just around, you hear the screams of people getting killed and eaten. Really, is basically what's happening. And you're sort of like, I mean, you're used to that to the most part, but most people, like, to give you a little bit of a background of the ship, and also you guys can listen in, obviously. There are plenty of survivors on the boat. Mostly there are people that end up on the boat from other places that sort of see it and are drawn to it, thinking that it's some weird thing that they've never seen before. And they know usually people make the connection that it's some sort of a world cutter, and they're like, wow, I've never seen this before, and they get on board, and then they usually either die or they're incredibly skilled and they're able to eke out a survival, eke out their survival as they're on board. There are also plenty of places in the ship that are like pockets of that are sealed.
Is it dark skulls on a boat?
I've never even played Dark
Okay.
Souls, so there's like pockets that are completely sealed off from all the other places of the ship, and there's like there's rumor, again, from people that you've talked to, that there are places of the ship that are completely untouched by the corruption, and people are living there they know that something's happening outside of this pocket, but they're able to like survive in some way, whether they're growing their own food or they have supplies, whatever. But yeah, I mean, the place is immense, and you really haven't traveled too far because you're able to survive in the area that you are. You know some of the various places as we go through. You'll be able to help them or help yourself out. But yeah, like you know that this is a fairly regular occurrence. You can hear people dying probably once every few hours because sometimes people eventually, get caught unawares, or they run out of supplies that they've been gathered and they go out to get something and get wrecked in some way. And you know that you basically stay away from, as you head towards the center of the boat, that's where the sort of citadel, that was the word I was looking for. There's a citadel in the middle of the boat that's it looks like it's grown out of limestone, and as you head towards that, you just feel like your heart is getting basically squeezed and torn apart at the same time, and it just completely is so mind-bendingly painful, and you hear just screams inside your head telling you to stab yourself and kill yourself and tear your arms out, just horrible stuff, and so most people avoid that zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you call out into the space, and there's complete silence other than the random person that you hear screaming, and then you hear behind the man oh my God, oh please, no, please, no. And then silence, and then a bird flies across the pond with 3 eyes.
Well,
Okay.
this is fun.
Erzbet, keep moving it forward. I'll take up the beer.
Erzbet, use water if you want to fatigue points to move this big fat man in wheelchair.
Yeah, alright, just put away my sword and get a dragon.
Okay.
Dragon away.
Okay. Continue dragging him on. So you managed to get around. The pond here. Looks like a butthole. It's not. It's a pond. You find
The human body. That's definitely a bottle.
you find these are nipple cabins. No, there's 4 what look like to be 4 broken down cabins that are made of soaked ironwood that's rotten away, and the pathway continues between these 4 rotten cabins. You might be able to find some sort of refuge in them if you want to camp out or something. Or
Yeah, I'm also thinking do anyone have any construction based skills? Because I know I don't.
Nope.
Because we could probably use some of the scrap. Well, we can't now, but if we did, we could have used some of the scrap wood to kind of try and make skis for underneath the wheelchair, so it's not getting stuck in the mud everywhere.
well, I mean, that sort of idea. I mean, you can sort of try to cobble it together, and you just don't have any actual skill for it. Too bad you don't have Montgomery Ward with you, because he has ski construction for wheelchairs as a skill. So,
He has every skill
Rolling under a
that you
15.
need.
yeah, right. Yeah. No, 16. So it's crit, so 6 or higher. Anyway, you can try and cobble something together if you want. You don't have any tools though. That's the downside, I think. Does anyone have any tools?
Well, none of us have construction skills, so.
Right. Okay. So you just continue on then?
We're gonna
Yes.
hunker down.
Yeah,
for,
Yeah, let's.
what time is it?
You have no clue now. I mean, you're guessing that. I mean, it was mid-afternoon when you guys left.
Yeah.
And it was. You'd say that it's maybe 4 o'clock, perhaps. But I mean, since you've gotten on the boat, you have no clue. Lost track of time. So I think this edge here, where there's obviously trees and stuff, but you can see what is the edge of the ship, and the edge of the ship is just a huge wall that's maybe that's solid iron and incredibly thick and incredibly And there's no holes in it. There's no purchases on it. It's fairly smooth. I mean, there's dirt kind of pushed underneath the sides of some of the places of it, but it definitely, you have no clue kind of what to expect.
Okay.
Does any of them separate from the group looking for supplies?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably not yet.
Well, we're setting up camp.
Yeah.
We would be taking watch.
Me, because I can't do anything else. Just prop my wheelchair up somewhere where I can see everything, or see most of things.
So, I mean, you make a fire?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to take sleep shifts then?
Mhm.
Okay, so you're up first?
Yeah.
Okay, so you basically over this place maybe 45 minutes. You watch them like set up some sort of a rudimentary camping really terribly. You have no clue what they're doing.
Yeah.
They build a fire, which you know was a huge no-no. And then, these two guys were asleep, and this guy is sort of like awake on his own and sitting in a little wheelchair, which you've never seen. It looks like he's in a little, you've never, I don't even probably think you've ever seen wheels before. You're just like, no clue. He just looks like he's a little snail. He looks like a man, half snail. And you're like, I mean, you're not stupid. You're like, it looks mechanical or something. You've seen mechanical stuff down here, but you don't really, it's not something you've seen before. It's like covered with like a blanket with logos, so it's just kind of like,
It's always cozy.
yeah, it's like, and you got like, oh yeah, so there's
I forgot that.
there's these like golden relics in the back.
Oh,
So they're sticking out of the back too.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so these guys are asleep. I was
Yeah.
for a little while. I didn't hear their breathing. And slow down.
Gonna go and slit his throat. Yeah, it's okay. That's it. Yeah.
I'm just a lock on here, guys. Your people let you live. You look useless. They wheel you.
You gotta roll a will check. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, you saw no one, you heard no one, and now there's just like a voice like whispering to you, and you can't even tell like where it's coming from either. It's sort of coming from all around.
I'm just gonna like whipping around, go fast. Wake up! Wake up to someone here!
What?
To someone just spoke.
What?
Someone just spoke.
I speak in my sleep. It's okay.
No, it was, there's someone here.
There's three of us here.
Well, there was someone who just shot a demonic deer.
Yeah, well, that too. There are lots of people around. Listen to that. See that scream? It's most likely a person.
There's someone
What were
here
they
in
saying?
the camp.
What were they saying?
Simply making fun of my week.
Try a little bit. Should we just keep moving then?
Is roll a perception check? No, I'm not kidding.
That's a 8.
Okay.
So that's 4.
Okay, so you can hear what sounds like you would estimate 3 or 4 people coming from this area of the forest, and then,
That's south or north. Would I know that?
yeah, I'll just make it north just to make it easy, because it depends on what orientation the boat's in, but it's stuck in the ship right now. So, oh no, I'm sorry, if it was stuck in the thing, yes, we don't. It would be north.
That's east.
No, this is north. North is this way. Because it's the front of the boat, and the front of the boat is the front of the boat. Yeah.
I'm not stuck in the city.
Yeah.
And if I was stuck in the city, this is south docks, not
Yeah,
the north docks. So that's east.
Yeah. But because of the way that the actual like land mass is, like this is like the land. This is the North Sea, right? And the boat came in this way. So even if it's North Dock and South Dock, it's because the boat, the bridge is like on an angle, right? So that this dock is more north and this dock is south, but that is north.
I can accept that.
Yeah. So yeah, so you can hear what sounds like 4, and you know they sound like
Is that where I'm?
No, you're like
Okay.
you're
I
over
thought
here.
so.
Yeah, you're hiding in one of the in the round the huts wherever
It's
you want to
actually
be.
my house.
Yeah, you're like, get my house, get out of here. Then that fire. Anyway, you know, from what you hear, you guess that it's probably humanoids, and the only humanoids that would be creeping around at night would probably be like bandits and scavengers, and they are probably attracted by the fire. The only things that would light fire are other humans, and usually scavengers, bandits that kind of live on the boat, that prey on the weak, they prey on new people that are often going on the boat and lighting a fire because they're idiots, and they won't attack the supernatural. They're like coyotes, right? They'll wait till something else kills a supernatural beast, and then they'll go loot it or they'll take the meat from it, but they won't attack it directly because they know they don't really stand a chance. So you guess that's probably who they're like bandits.
I want to try to throw my voice. I have no skill for it, but I'm going to try.
Okay.
And I'm going to say,
To your north. Okay.
arm yourself, you idiots.
So roll on your, let's say IQ.
No.
So you hear sort of like, well, you have to tell me where you are now in terms of regards to where these huts are. I mean, they're in one hut, so I don't know which hut you guys want to be in out of these four.
Probably be in the bottom left.
This one here? Okay, so they're in this bottom hut here, so you can be anywhere. To be whispered to them, you have to be.
I'm on top of it.
Okay. Okay, so like coming through the roof, you hear like a voice that says like, to your north, arm yourselves. Face it, you're no Jane believers.
Yeah.
So now you guys can roll perception +1.
And I don't think you took the house after that.
8 on 13. 4.
Oh, I
8 on 12, sorry.
So you guys can now hear coming from the direction that
I
they're
always
always
critically fail the perception check.
Same.
almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost.
What did you roll?
Wait.
17.
No, I just failed.
What did you roll?
16.
17.
Was that 12?
It was 2 6s and a 7.
4. The 7?
So you guys can now so you can hear coming from the way. So the voice warned you that something was coming from the north, and you now hear what sounds like to be noises of something, a number of things creeping through the forest.
Okay. I'm going to get these two guys to come with me and get behind the hut.
Okay. Are you moving silently?
Yes.
Are you pulling him out of the wheelchair? Or are you leaving him in the wheelchair like a bait?
Yeah, just leave me there.
Give you in the room?
Make him sleeping with like the crossbow under his.
Okay.
That's an idea.
Okay.
And you should probably put the fire out as you're going past.
Well, if you put the fire out, then they'll know something's up.
Exactly.
You're not gonna I'm not going to put that.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
So you guys go and you hide behind it. So you're like sort of, you can kind of climb up the tree. The trees are fairly easy to climb. It's not
Unless
like,
I'm switching. I guess I'm switching my regular bolts, but I have no idea what's coming, so.
yeah,
We haven't met another human being yet, so.
yeah. I don't know. You still have silver ones. So you guys are hiding behind the hut. So you're pretending to sleep, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So your eyes are like half open.
Yes.
Okay. You don't wear sunglasses or anything, man. Like Bernie's. That's yeah.
Yeah, don't mind my
All right. So anyway, you see creeping into view. You see what look like to be 4 men. There's 2, actually 3 men and 1 woman. The woman seems to be like using gesture to. I don't know how to gesture on the scale. You can roll body language. Can you see them from behind the hut?
We're watching out for them.
Okay, yeah. So you can go body
Are they
language.
in the firelight?
Yeah, they're in the firelight.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay. So you sort of are guessing from what she's saying is that she's asking them to split up and to move around on both sides, to split up around and move around like this, like 2 on one side and 1 on the other, and she's moving in the middle here. It's a woman with she's got like a helmet on, and the helmet looks like it's got like holes made in the side, and her hair is sticking, not braided, but her holes just like sticking out the side, like just frizzy and dirty. And she's got 1 axe axe in her left hand with like a double blade on it, and she's got another one tucked in her belt, and she's gesturing with her right hand. And the two guys that go around this side here, they both have swords. One of them has a shield, and the ones that are going around, the guy that's going around this side has like a long barrel flintlock pistol rifle, and he's just kind of like, and it's got like a weird looking like scope on it, and he's just kind of like walking around. And this guy is, you can hear this guy and the woman are moving terribly. They're making tons of noise. This guy is moving like he's walking over like the same ground as they are, and he's completely silent, and he's just kind of like aiming through the scope. So the woman comes into view and she like stops, and she just sees you like, like lying there sleeping. And so you see her like laugh to herself, like.
Take a shot.
Okay. Yeah. So because you're going into combat, you can have +1 from an aim. You can't have more than that though. So Josh is going to go first.
Go for anybody. 14. Yep. 10 on 13. Or no, but I do all 13. Yeah.
13 on 10.
13
on 10.
on 13.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. I didn't know what you're rolling.
Yeah, no.
13 on 10. 10 on 13. I don't understand. Okay. All right. So she's -2 to dodge. She fails her dodge. Roll for hit location because you can't really aim at a location of her body.
It's in the 9.
It's in the 9. That's the main body.
Oh, there we go.
Roll for damage.
I didn't fucking write it down again. I'm actually writing it down.
Okay. I appreciate it.
20 plus 3. So 6.
Well, you write it on your character sheet instead of in your book. Because you've got a crossbow there, right?
Yes.
I'm going to check one thing. Because I don't think that's right. I think that's a regular crossbow, not a heavy crossbow. Sorry, guys. Wait a second. Crossbow. Powers. It's thrust +4.
Okay.
So so yours won't be the same as his, right? Because your thrust is different. So your thrust is here, 1d -2, so it's 1d +2.
6, 8.
Okay. You basically like shoot her. It just all like it shoots through the blanket and just like and so the action is silent because it's hidden by the blanket. So all of a sudden it just like hits her in the chest and she just falls down. What the?
I want to take this attack of opportunity and get the guy because he's all confused.
Yeah, which one? The two guys with swords and they're wearing armor, and then there's the guy with the gun and he's not wearing anything. It's like sort of cloth.
I would take the one that was silently walking.
Okay. So yes, your turn.
That's 10, and I have 13, so.
Yeah. He doesn't see. He can't dodge either. So.
And it's a 5.
Is there a 5? Is there any pluses?
That is the back bonus with a +1.
Okay. All right. So 5 damage.
It would have been the main body.
Okay. That guy like keels over. Whether he's dead or unconscious, you don't really know. He sort of just like falls over like a stack of bricks. These two guys, neither of them have noticed because they were around the other side of the fire and they didn't even see. So these two guys are being dispatched silently. Like you guys are freaking shooting with silencers, basically. You guys are freaking kill squad now. Like you fucked up rolls all night, and then when like Kristen's here, you're like, oh, I gotta impress her.
Come on, Joyce, we can do this. We can do this.
It is
Making fun of my wheelchair, man. I had to make up for it somehow.
Jimmy Jimbo. It's your turn.
Okay,
How far are the
Wait
two
till you
guys?
find it has an engine on it.
Yeah. And wings.
How far away are the two guys?
Well, you are here, and they're sort of like on the other side of this hut. So you're looking through like cracks, and like the walls are not really there. That you can see one of the guys quite clearly, and the other guy is hidden behind this other hut.
Did I see any ranged weapons on them?
No.
Or just swords. Okay, I'm going to wait,
Just gonna wait.
take an evaluate.
Evaluate maneuver. Ruben.
I'll do the same.
Okay. Dude 1. Dude 2. Dude 1 steps in towards Josh and like slashes with his sword.
Oh shit.
He hits.
So wait, they're inside the hut now?
Well, the huts just don't have walls, right? I mean,
Okay.
they're like rotten.
So they're like just on the other side of the hut.
Well, you can't see this guy very well. Like, there's a guy that's sort of hidden, and then there's a guy you can see. So you guys are behind this hut here, and so one guy, I guess, is around here, and the other guy, whether he is at this hut or here, you can't tell.
Josh is in this.
Right. So there's someone that's sort of like maybe here. You can't see one of them because they're sort of obscured. So you can, if you want to.
Can I dodge and just try to like sit in my wheelchair?
So if you dodge and you tip your wheelchair, I'll give you a +2 to your dodge maneuver because you're basically but then you'll be defenseless.
Oh,
once
yeah.
you're on the ground.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming they'll hear it.
Yeah.
So,
Dodge should be 9, I think. Let's see. Okay.
Hey.
Okay. So you just sort of like tip your wheelchair over, and the guy's his blade like goes through the wicker part of the side of your wheelchair and just like it's stuck like right beside you, and you can see it. It looks the condition of the blade is just like nicked and gross, and then
Probably didn't even have to dodge.
well, he could have died of like with tetanus. Yeah.
Let's go on this septic shock.
That's the boat service decision. Never been good.
The other guy sort of steps towards Josh as well, and he's like starts like smacking his sword against the side of the shield, like like Xeno warrior rolling around. Josh.
Okay. Well, okay, I don't know what you can do there.
Do you have a quick draw knife?
Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
can throw a knife at him.
not gonna throw a knife. I'm just gonna ready my knife.
You're gonna use your attack to do that? But then,
Do I see the guy that's making all the noise?
yeah.
Okay. What do I get?
Okay. So you have to roll fast draw for your arrow because you already shot.
Oh, okay.
So now you draw a quick fast draw for your arrow.
Am I able to do both at the same round?
Well, fast draw won't. So if you successfully fast draw an arrow, it doesn't take an attack.
Okay.
So if you can do that, you can basically knock an arrow and shoot.
Nope.
Okay. So you use your attack taking the arrow out basically. Well, second. I mean, it's not like you're like as opposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no one sees you fumble it because you're still in the darkness. People are still like, oh, what's going on? Dibble drums.
I'm going to point to Ruben at the other side. I'm going to start walking up the side of the building and call it, "You're a man and have guns. Stand down."
You have like an imposing voice or something?
No, I'll speak in fast.
Okay, roll on fast. Did you let him see you?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll on your carrots, on your do you have any bonuses to your
+1 from charisma.
okay, so there you go. So roll 3 dice to see what kind of
Let's say 10.
what's this here? Conditional +2 for overconfidence when young or naive individuals, -2 for overconfidence when experienced. So you're gonna get an additional +2.
Okay, so yeah,
So you get 3.
They've never seen like a sparkly purple man.
Yeah, and you're impeccable. I mean, everyone else, the hurt as shit, and you're just like, your gun in your hand. The guy rolls very well and is unfortunately not.
I'm so proud of myself.
Okay. Yeah, when he sees you, he just basically like throws his sword at you. He hits the most on your hit.
I do not block.
Okay. So sword doesn't do much damage when it's thrown, unfortunately. It does 1 point of damage. And it's
You're closed.
no! It hits you with the main body and sticks in you. But it only does one, but it's only the tip. And it sort of sticks into the tip and sort of sticks into you, and then like falls out. You have armor, right? What armor do you have? It's just leather. Oh, well, just tell me, if you're wearing leather armor, you know damage. Okay, good. Yeah, you just sort of like this leather armor bounces down. Yeah, I don't know that anyone else, if you're regular wearing armor, you have to tell me to hit you. I have to call it. I'm not going to know you have wearing armor, so.
I've never gotten hurt in situations that were non-combat.
Like the way armor.
I had to bring it up because I would take damage from anything other than myself.
Okay. Ruben? So, about himself.
We're we're able to like bust through the wall of the cabin and like scare the guy who's like attacking.
It looks like you mean that the wall looks to be. It is possible. Yeah, you can definitely try. How are you like shoulder charging through?
Yeah, that'd be like the safest way to do it, I guess.
Oh, I don't know if it's a safe way to do it. But it's a safe way to do that. So roll a trigger. Are you still on the roof?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the shadows.
Okay. Yeah.
11, 12.
Okay. So you smash through the wall, and the roof collapses on top of Josh, and you tumble off. So you can dodge.
Aerobatics or does that
It's acrobatics. Well, you have dodge.
Already paralyzed.
What's how high are your dodge? Your acrobatics.
So that's not.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Okay. So roll your acrobatics.
Nope, failed.
Okay, so you don't take any damage, but because you're on top of the room, but you're flat-footed, so you're like on your ground. You're basically lying down. Josh, you take 6 points of damage.
Right, arrows.
I'm about to negative once again.
Arrows will not.
No. All your gear is strapped to you so that it doesn't fall out like your equipment or anything like that. Okay.
Gosh, again.
Did I fall on this?
No,
Roof fell like you smacked
Well,
the wall
and the wall is the bias.
Yeah. So you surprised the guy. It's you can swing at it if you want to.
Yeah, I'll swing it.
Okay.
Fourteen on 13.
Okay. Shot. Dude 1 is dead. Dude 2 is right in front of you. Well, you're all done. Yeah, totally. Like, yeah, we're gonna be done in like 15, 20. So you can believe that about 9:45, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, totally done. Guy whiffles crashing.
I didn't make that sound.
It's better weapon. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't pick their weapon. They picked their weapon.
There's full rest and then it was
Maybe, yeah.
It's your. Oh, yeah, mine.
that's cool.
I stand up.
Okay.
The way I am. I don't need this to destroy you. Still trying to intimidate.
Well, you can't keep on intimidating. So, like, you still
I'm still trying. I don't have any skill jobs, so
okay.
I would definitely.
You're like, listen here. I'm gonna take you out. Ruben, it's your turn. You want to like break through the other wall on the other side?
No,
You want to stomp it hard as you go through the walls to make sure
You
they're
don't
not
just you don't want to trample over God's lawn.
So there's only a 90% chance that I was crippled before. Who knows now? Maybe the roof collapsing will realign my back.
Well, you don't actually know that he's the one who clapped. Oh, I know, because you were on the ground.
I'm unconscious in the dark.
No, even before like the roof came down, you were like lying on the ground, so you didn't see him go through the wall. So
I didn't see anything. I shot someone. I didn't hear that the roof fell off.
so roll strike.
7 on 3.
Okay, so we've got tries to block using the shields. And he fails by 1. So you get a roll for damage. Roll for location first. You hit him with 70. That's the right leg.
Get all the leg shots today.
You always get leg shots, I think your specialty.
Really is.
4. Okay. So you like slice him through the leg where he doesn't have armor. He's still up. He grabs you like with one hand and he just like tries to like stab you. So he does a strength check to try and like hold on to you, which he passes by 2. Can you make a strength check, please, and tell me how many you pass by? Oh, nice. Yeah, you just like twist out of his way. He doesn't get a bonus to hit you. He does hit you though. So you can dodge or you can try to block. Okay. So same.
You don't have to parry because you don't have a shield or anything, but you're only at 100 times better than your dodge.
Okay. He does 7 points of damage to your 11.
There's only
He stabs you through the groin. For 7 points of damage. 7 points of damage. How many hit points do you have? 0. 0. So roll with armor.
Right?
You don't have armor on the groin.
no.
No one has the no groin armor.
Maybe that's chastity.
Maybe, yeah, but Elspeth doesn't believe in chastity.
Oh, now they're
Oh, you're still up. Yeah, you're still standing. You basically like stab him in the groin and you're just like give him the look. That Josh is still unconscious. Could have a picture.
what do I see?
So you see, so you're basically, you see her character get stabbed through the groin with a rusty looking scimitar. It doesn't look very pleasant. She is quite, she like convulses as it stabs into her. And he's sort of laughing, but she doesn't go down. She's quite a sturdy foe.
I'd like to quick draw out my knife and throw it at the head of that dude.
Okay, so fast draw a knife first.
Yes.
And now thrown. Just don't miss. And it's minus, if you're rolling for the head, it's -7. If you're rolling for the face, it's -5.
I guess I'll go for the face.
Okay.
Oh no. I would need my 12 if I had no minuses. But it's minus.
Okay. It misses Ruben.
Many of us have almost died. we hurt each other far more than anything else. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
Jim.
My weapon striking distance.
Yes, you definitely are. Okay. In that case, You're using silver. Your silver in that.
No, I don't have it because I was holding it.
Okay, so you're just using your regular fist.
Just punching the bar.
Ah. Okay. Roll for hit location. You said the face, right? The face, yeah. And that's a hit.
That's a hit because I'm at 13.
Holy shit! Yeah, your wrong is 13.
Yeah, that's why I made my that's why I keep punching everyone.
Okay, yeah, sure. 6. Yeah, so no, it's frost. 1 2. Yeah, I'm just asking you. Yeah, thank you.
This times 2.
It's not times 2 in the face.
No, times 2.
No, it's times 2 in the head. Yeah. Maybe, if you use corrosion damage, then it does more damage. It's 1.5 times damage. It's jaw, cheeks, nose, ears, etc. If the target has open face helmet, ignore the art. Have it. Knockdown rolls of -5. Critical hits use critical hit below table. Corrosion damage is 1.5, and it puts a major wound. It also blinds one eye, both eyes on damage over full HP. Random attacks will be highly hit the skeleton's dead.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. I mean, he goes down like a sack of bricks because he already did 4 damage with the leg, and he is unconscious.
There's no benefit to actually going for the face. It's just the head.
Yeah, the head. Yeah, that's right. And it's weird because it's like, and the head. The reason why the head is -7 is because it's you can do a headshot at -5 if you hit from behind. That draws rules because you can't hit the face from the front from the back. So if you roll for the head, you roll for the face, it's -5. But you just basically end up hitting the skull instead. So it's sort of a loophole. Yeah.
Real cool.
Yeah. So yeah, he goes down like the sack of bricks.
You should stabilize yourself and then stabilize him.
Well, I'm still in the middle of combat.
No, that's what I just go.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm in the shadow, you don't see me.
You could run away. I mean, you can't. There's nothing wrong with you being scared and running away. I mean, you don't have to stand there.
Yeah, I see that just because, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah. So she just takes off into the woods. And your feet are like completely silent. You're stealth, but I mean, you're completely silent. I'm guessing you're not going to get it, but
No.
It's okay.
yeah. So yeah, she just kind of like, she's not like looks at you and just kind of, it looks like really socially awkward and it's like, looks at you. You want to heal him?
You should probably
Well,
stabilize
I
himself
should
first because he's at 0.
stabilize myself.
Yeah, sure. Stabilize
So he doesn't pass out trying to stabilize me and then the both of us are dead.
You know, Respect, we used to travel with a man who had a very similar moveset to you.
Is that right?
Yeah. We suggest crashing through buildings would be a no in the near future. Please don't do that anymore.
12, 13, 14 out of 10.
Okay, you fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these guys are both going to die.
Well, no. Well, I think we'll stop here. It's a good place. I thought we were going to get a little further, but it's okay. It's I'd rather stop here than push on for another 10 minutes.
Should I start rolling up a new character just in case, John?
I can honestly, I can tell you sort of like, because I wanted to get to that spot, I can tell you that there is a safe zone fairly close by, which I was hoping that you guys were going to get to tonight, but it didn't happen. So you don't have to roll out a character.
Okay. But should I just in case?
I think everyone should have another character.
I was on that.
Please don't put away these things.
Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. Even though no one did, but I appreciate it. And see you all.
Oh, I didn't say anything horrible and racist this time on stream.
Yeah,
I forgot that we were actually forgot we were streaming for a while.
well,